I just survived 1000 days in my hardcore Minecraft world. So, to celebrate this, I bring you the full 1000 days movie, containing every single day of this hardcore Minecraft journey. The progression you're about to see in this world from day 1 to day 1000 is truly something special. So, if you want something to watch while you study, or just want to see the crazy progress I make in this world, I hope you enjoy this movie. Now, here's the story of surviving 1000 days in hardcore Minecraft. Okay, welcome to episode 1 of the Minecraft hardcore series. And well, we all know what we need to do for episode 1. Alright, there we go. We have got all of the basic tools now. I'm just looking around our world and it's actually looking really interesting because we have a shipwreck literally right there and then an oak forest right next to a jungle biome. So it seems like already we have a very interesting world. First things first, let's just go ahead and loot this shipwreck. Hold up just a second. Aren't shipwrecks supposed to be in the water? I mean, what even is this? Oh, here we go. We found the first one. Please have some goodies in. Okay, let's break this block. And okay, we have a buried treasure map and we'll leave the rest of that in there. Actually, you know what? We'll take the feathers. Now for the second chest. And this one has, ooh, a bunch of iron. Let's go. And that's about it. Now the question is it worth going to get this buried treasure? Okay, so I've just done some quick calculations and it turns out there's no point getting this buried treasure because you see, I'm over here and the buried treasure is all the way over there, which means it will take me so long to even get to the buried treasure that it's just not worth it. I mean, okay, it turns out I couldn't help myself. Let's see what we get. Ooh, okay. 2 diamonds and even more iron. I literally almost have enough for a full set of iron armor. Got some gold and some food, which is all cooked up for us, which works out perfectly because I'm running out of hunger. How is it already nighttime? And even more importantly, how is there this many mobs on my world? Okay, so I think we need to go somewhere safe, and luckily for me, I already know exactly where I should go. Dig directly down because I'm scared. Okay, because it's already nighttime, I'm actually going to use this to my advantage and go mining and see if we can get some more iron. Okay, I can hear zombies and stuff, which is always a... you know what? I think it's just best for us to try and see what's in that chest. So let's try and do that. And oh, we found coal. This is perfect. Okay, let's put the torches here and let's see if we can just about reach this spawner. There we go. Another thing I just realized is we probably can't go mining for too long because I have only 5 pieces of food. I should also probably make myself a shield, a better sword, and also a better pickaxe. Alright, there we go. This could go absolutely terrible, but I'm going to attempt to do some mining. So, you know what? Let's just go for it. Yeah. Maybe going down there isn't a good idea, but I think if we smelt up some of our iron so we can get some iron armor, we may just be able to go down into that cave and actually be safe. Okay, iron chest plate, iron helmet, iron leggings, and now all we need is some iron boots. You know what? We're actually making some pretty good progress. Now, down in that cave, it is deep slate level, which can only mean one thing. Well, actually 2 things. The first thing is we are actually really far underground, and the second thing is that's the area where you can find diamonds. But before we even get down there, let's try and not let these creepers explode. Okay, let's try to be extremely careful. Let's get our food here. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Although it is really, really scary. Okay, we got some gold right there. Ooh, okay, nice. We already have some lapis as well. Let's just take all of this really quickly and let's just keep looking around because we do not know who is going to sneak up on us. So it turns out this cave is absolutely giant. Look, we can go down here and there's still even more caves leading on down. Oh, okay, there is a creeper right there. Okay, let's get rid of you. All right, there we go. And as you can see, the cave just keeps going. I'm kind of tempted to go down there. You know what? Let's just do it. I really want to find diamonds and please don't be a dead end. Okay, it's a dead end. Oh, okay, I knew it. I knew I would find diamonds down here. Okay, let's go. Okay, we need to get rid of this water source. I knew I would find diamonds this quickly. We have done it. We have found our first diamonds in episode 1. Let's go. Okay, let's be very careful. Let's make sure no creepers are going to sneak up on us. Let's just put a torch here and a torch here just in case. And let's go ahead and mine these diamonds. Please be a lot. Okay, please don't just be 3. Please be maybe 4. Could we get a 4th? And okay, you know what? Wait, what? I was so confused for a second why I had 5 diamonds, but then I realized that I literally got some back at the shipwreck. So that's why I have that many diamonds. But it turns out our first amount of diamonds we have found is 3. And you know what? It's not amazing, but I'll take it. I'm actually so excited we found diamonds already. I'm also just taking every single piece of iron I can find because as we all know, when you first start out a new Minecraft world, iron is basically one of the essentials that you need. So whenever I find some, I'm making sure to pick it up. Seeing as this small mining trip has already been a huge success, I think now is a good time to head back up and make ourselves a home. Hold on just a second. Take a look at what we found here. Okay, so I'm mining up to go into the overworld, and we have found a glow squid trapped in this tiny piece of water. Okay, maybe not so tiny now, but I do want some glowing ink sacs. So, I'm sorry. And that is what we're looking for. We have ourselves a glow ink sac. Now, let's get back to mining all the way up to the top. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think living on this island over here would actually be really cool because it's pretty much all flat, which means we have a ton of space for building. So let's go and get some food, and then we will build our house on this island. Okay, gamers, food has been obtained, which means it's now time to build a house, but really quickly it's becoming nighttime, so let's just go ahead and sleep. So yeah, let's get to building this house, and I think the first thing I'm going to do is completely flatten this island, change all of the sand into grass, and doing all of this flattening is going to require a bunch of shovels, but don't worry, I have it covered. I'm cooking up all of my iron from the mining trip so I can make some shovels. Another thing we've got to do is completely get rid of the shipwreck, so let's get to work on transforming this island for our first house. We have done it. We have flattened out the entire island right now, and this is looking like the perfect space for us to build our house. So what I'm thinking right now is that we go ahead and build our house around about here, because then that way we have the rest of the island to basically do whatever we want with. But for now, let's just really quickly make some new tools. Let's get a new axe and also another shovel, because what I'm going to do is start gathering materials for our first house. And is that a ruin portal? Yes, it is. Let me just take a look in here. Ooh! Also, what is it with structures spawning really weirdly in this world? First, it was the shipwreck just on land, and now there's this. What I think I'm going to do now is just collect up a bunch of oak wood for the build and basically get every piece we're going to need. I'm hoping this is going to be enough wood for the build. Now all I need to do is get a bunch of cobblestone so that I can make some stone bricks. Take a look what I have found while mining for cobblestone. We have got even more diamonds, so it's time to see how many we got. 1, 2, 2 diamonds. Oh, that is what I was looking for. We got 3 diamonds. Okay, so I'm back from mining cobblestone, and this is the amount we have obtained. As you can see, we have a bunch of cobblestone right here, and I actually need to turn some of this into stone bricks, which means I'm gonna need a lot more furnaces. So, yeah, I think that's gonna be enough furnaces. I think I may have overdone it just a slight bit there, but anyway, let's start cooking up some of this cobblestone, and then we should be good to start building. I think a good idea that we can do is actually use some of this stone here, because we can make a stone cutter. I'm pretty sure this is just a faster way to get stone bricks, so this is really gonna help us out. Also, can we just take a look how satisfying having all of this flat spaces on the island? We have so much space to do whatever we want, and trust me guys, we are going to transform this island into something insane. I mean, I have some pretty crazy ideas of not only things we can do on this island, but also things that we are going to be doing in this series. Now, we're making pretty decent progress smelting up all of this stone and turning it into stone bricks, so you know what guys, I think now is the perfect time to build our very first home. Let's do this. Okay, so I've built this platform right here, and this stone brick platform is where I'm going to be building my house on top of. So now that we have this platform done, all I need to do now is build the house. And we are done. Check it out. This is the house all done. Well, technically, it's not all finished because we have to go ahead and do the interior and stuff like that. But you know what? It's looking pretty good if I do say so myself. I mean, we got a little balcony right there. We have the front door. We have like a bunch of different rooms. But yeah, this is our house, guys. Let me know down below in the comments what you actually think of this place. And also give me some name suggestions, because you know what? I actually want to end up naming my house. It would mean a lot if you guys comment down below what you actually think of the house. But not only that, I'm going to be putting a sign right there with one of your name suggestions of what we should call this house. So guys, comment down below what you think we should call this house. And apart from that, I think it's time that we start with the interior. Alright, so not only do I have all of the chests that we're going to be putting in our house, I also have a bunch of other things which are going to help us decorate the inside of our house. So what I'm thinking is we get to decorating. So over here for the kitchen, what I'm thinking is we do something like this. Put some trapdoors here, put some smokers right there, also some slabs here. I'm also going to put a barrel here so we can store some food. And what I think would be really, really cool is if we were to make some hot hoppers, because with the hoppers, what we can actually do is make it look even more like a kitchen. We just do something like this and that. Let's also light it up a little bit and put some more decorations just like that. Okay, so the kitchen is actually looking pretty nice. You know what? Let's also put something like a table right here in case, you know, we ever want to sit down and eat some of our food. Let's also put a sapling in the flower pots, and you know what? This kitchen area is looking pretty nice. And then over here, this is going to be like the crafting area. So what I want to do is maybe something like similar to the kitchen area, but slightly different. I want to put a crafting table there, but then I also want a bunch of furnaces because I want to do like big mining trips. And when you do a big mining trip, you obviously have a bunch of ores. So it's always a good idea to have a bunch of furnaces. I mean, this is a good enough amount of furnaces, but you know what? I want some more. There we go. We have a bunch of furnaces, also a crafting table. Let's move on upstairs. And there we go. We put our bed right there. I'm also going to put like a barrel in case there's any like temporary storage I want to put in there. Let's also put a light on top of that and a crafting table because why not? And finally, in the storage rooms, it's pretty simple. We just have a bunch of chests. Now, I actually don't think I have enough. I think we're going to need more chests. Oh yeah, I should probably light up my island with a bunch of torches to stop things like this from happening. I mean, there's too many mobs out there. And we are done with both of the storage rooms. So there we have it. Not only have we finished the outside of the house, but we have also done the inside as well. One thing I really quickly need to do is cover this entire island in torches to stop mobs from spawning. There we go. We now should be protected from mobs. Okay, so the next thing I want to do now is finish off decorating the final room in our house, which is all the way at the top here, and I actually want this to be an enchanting table room. So I want to put the enchantment table there and surround it with bookshelves, and once that's done, we have basically finished everything inside of our house. Because as you can see, we now have our fully decorated bedroom. Over here, we have the first storage room, and then over here, we of course have the second storage room, and then when we get down to the bottom floor, we of course have the kitchen area, and then the crafting and furnace area. So yeah, all I need now is an enchantment table and a bunch of bookshelves. So seeing as we need bookshelves, let's start planting some sugarcane because of course we need sugarcane to make paper to make books. And another thing we need to make bookshelves is actually leather. And we literally only have 9 pieces of leather. So you know what? Let's actually try and find a way to transport some cows onto our island. Now we need to bring cows over with some wheat. So because we need wheat, that gives us the perfect opportunity to use our farm. And let's use a little bit of bone meal to speed up the process. Okay, now we need to go on an adventure to try and find some cows. All right, take a look at what I've just come across. There is literally a bunch of cows right here, so I've got to take these all the way back to my base. It took longer than expected, but we have made it back home. Let's put down some fences and boom, there we go. I'll make them a better house later, but as you can see by the massive smile on this cow's face right here, I think they're really liking it in here. All I have to do now is keep on breeding my cows and also wait for my sugarcane to grow. And once that's done, we can finally make a full level enchantment table. All right, so some time has passed and I've been gathering leather from the cows and a bunch of sugarcane. As you can see, the farm has extended quite a little bit around the back of the island there. So in total, I have managed to gather over 4 stacks of sugarcane and over 1 stack of leather, which is definitely more than I needed. But it really doesn't matter because we can now make a bunch of bookshelves. So let's make as many books as we can. And there we go. We have in total 24 bookshelves, which I believe is the perfect amount we need. So there we have it. All of the bookshelves are in place and now we just need the enchantment table. Now the thing is, if I want to make an enchantment table, I need obsidian. So let's go ahead and make a diamond pickaxe so we can mine the obsidian. And seeing as we're going down into caves, let's just make a bunch of torches as well. Oh my, look at the size of this cave. Ooh, there is a lot of mobs. Do I actually go and risk this? Yep, let's do it. I need obsidian. Okay, we have our shield in case anything goes wrong. Let's try and find obsidian. And you know what? While we're down here, let's also grab some other stuff like iron. And it keeps going. This cave is huge. There are so many creepers down in this cave. There's definitely a ton of lava in this cave, but I just can't find any obsidian. Oh, and would you look at that? We've just stumbled into some more diamonds right here. This is perfect. I literally came here for obsidian, and we are already finding diamonds, iron, and loads more stuff. All right, let's take these diamonds, and it's literally 1 diamond by itself. It's fine, though. Let's just keep looking around for some obsidian. And who knows, maybe we'll find even more diamonds. In this entire cave, I'm seriously struggling to find any lava so that I can get some obsidian. Wait a second, just as I said that, look what I found. A bunch of obsidian. All right, this is perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. Oh, okay, that actually scared me. Also, why can I hear thunder and lightning? Anyway, let's get rid of this zombie, and let's cover up all of this lava just to be extra safe. What I think I'm going to do is not only get enough obsidian for the enchantment table, but I'm also going to get a bunch so that I can make a nether portal as well. Alright, so we have 20 obsidian. Let's head back home. We've made it back home. So let's grab our extra diamond and craft ourselves the enchantment table. There it is. And boom. There we go. The full enchantment area has been done, which leaves us one more thing we must do. Let's see what enchant we can get on our pickaxe. Here we go. Let's hope we can get really lucky with an enchant. Okay, 3 lapis in like that, and it is showing us that we will get Unbreaking 3. Okay, that's good. Please, can we get Efficiency 4 and Unbreaking 3? That would just be perfect. And Fortune 3. Okay, if we can get all of the best enchantments, I'll take it. Okay, we've done it, and we get ourselves... Okay, of course it would just be Unbreaking 3. You know what? I'm not too happy with that enchant, so I have a plan. I'm going to also make a diamond sword because what I want to do is use this obsidian that I have here to go to the Nether so that I can enchant my pickaxe again, but also enchant my diamond sword and maybe even my iron armor as well. Just for now, I'm going to make a temporary Nether portal. Okay, we have ourselves a flint and steel. Let's light this portal up and let's go in and get a bunch of quartz for XP. Things are about to get dangerous, so let's get our shield out and let's head in and get as much XP as we can. I don't know why, but I'm kind of worried, but we have to do it. And you know what? This spawn isn't too bad, but it's also not the best. Also, let's quickly get some extra blocks just so we can protect our portal. All right, over there we have ourselves a bastion, and I don't know if I want to risk it, but I think I'm going to because we could get some pretty good loot in there, and I think if I'm extra careful, I may be okay. So I think we're going to make our way over to that, loot the bastion, and then once we've looted the bastion, we'll just get a bunch of quartz for XP. Actually, before we enter the bastion, I think I'm just going to try and get some gold, because if I have gold armor, the piglins won't attack us. Also, this bastion is huge. I am very scared. Okay, do we have enough gold? And yes, we do. Okay, let's take our iron boots off, put the gold boots on, pick up our crafting table, and it's time to enter the bastion. Okay, if I'm correct, these guys won't get angry at me. And okay, yep, they're definitely not angry at me yet, but they definitely will be when they find out I'm trying to take all of their loot. Now, the question is, where is all of the loot at? I'm literally face to face with a piglin. Okay, let's be careful. There's a hoglin right there, and they definitely stay angry at us, even if we have gold boots on. Okay, for some reason, one of them is really angry at us. Oh no, oh no. Okay, let's stay back, let's stay back. Okay. Oh, okay, that does insane amount of damage. Oh no. And it's really fast as well. Place it. Stay back. Okay. Oh my, I did not... Okay, it's still following us. We just took so much damage. Okay, I'm really debating if going in that bastion is even worth it. There is some chests up there, but there is another brute, as you can see. Yeah, you know what? I don't think it's worth it. I just think I'm gonna go back to mining quartz. Okay, let's try and take it out, and there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the bastion when I have diamond armor, because I just think with iron armor, it's way too risky. I'm just gonna play it safe and get a bunch of XP. All right, so mining quartz has got me to level 33, so I think what I'm gonna do now is head back and re-enchant my pickaxe and also my sword. Let's get out of here and head back into the overworld. All right, let's make ourselves a grindstone, and let's place it there, put our pickaxe in and take the enchantment off, and now let's see if we can get any luckier with this enchantment. Okay, the pickaxe is in, the lapis is in, and it is saying that we are going to get silk touch. Okay, this could be good if there's efficiency. You know what? If there's efficiency, I'll take it. Silk touch just by itself. You know what? That is getting straight off the pickaxe. Okay, we have enough XP to go again, and it says Fortune 2. Okay, if this is a Fortune 2 efficiency 4, I'll take it. And okay, it's not that bad, but I still want efficiency 4. So let's go back to the Nether and let's get a bunch more XP. Okay, I'm back with more levels. Let's see what enchant we get now. Put the lapis in, and it is saying that we get efficiency 4. Finally, that is literally all I wanted. Okay, let's go. Okay, you know what? It's just efficiency 4, but it doesn't matter for now. That is just the enchant that I wanted. Okay, and for our sword, let's maybe get sharpness. Okay, looting 2 and unbreaking 3. For now, this will do. I also think a good idea would be to just enchant all of our iron armor as well, just to give us a little bit extra protection. So let's get protection 1 on our helmet. Let's get projectile protection on our chest plate, protection 3 on our leggings, and unbreaking on our boots. So there we go. Let's also clean up our inventory a bit because we have so much quartz. Okay, so I think this is everything cleared out of our inventory. Everything in my inventory right now is stuff that I want to keep on me. Oh, and this is what the torches look like on our island at nighttime, and as you can see, it looks very satisfying. Anyway, so now that I have enchanted iron armor, an efficiency 4 diamond pickaxe, and a decently enchanted diamond sword, what I want to do next is give my cows somewhere better to live, because if you guys remember earlier on in the episode, I said that I would give them a new place to live, so I think that is what I want to go ahead and do. So let's just quickly make a few iron axes so that I can get some more supplies for this build. Now, what I am thinking for the cows' brand new home is making them some sort of barn around this area of the island, because if I build the cows' house here, it will be super close to my house, so it won't be far to run every single time I want to head over to the farm. The material that I'm going to be building this farm out of is going to be oak wood, so I'm just going to chop down a bunch of trees and get a bunch of wood, and then we should be good to start building our cows a brand new home. So I've got a bunch of wood, and I've also crafted some extra things that I'm going to need for this build, so I think it is time to go ahead and build this thing. And we are done. This is what the cow farm is looking like, and it looks pretty good if I do say so myself. And if we even go on the inside, I've added some hay bales right here for some decoration, and these cows are really, really loud. Anyway, that was episode 1. Let's head into the next one. I need diamonds. So in this episode of Hardcore Minecraft, I fill an entire shulker box with diamond ore, and then use a fortune pickaxe to mine every piece. But why? You see, by having this many diamonds, not only will I be able to get full diamond tools and armor, I also won't have to mine diamonds again for a very long time. Now, anyway, there's a lot of preparation that I must do before I begin mining for diamonds. The first thing that I have to do to prepare is not only get myself a Fortune 3 pickaxe, but also a Silk Touch pickaxe. So, let's just get some more XP. Okay, let's see if we can get Fortune on our pickaxe. But the thing is as well, I don't only want Fortune 3. I want Fortune 3 as well as Efficiency 4 and Unbreaking 3. Because then we will have ourselves the best pickaxe we can get. So let's grab some lapis. Okay, our first enchantment says Unbreaking 3 and we get... Okay, we're missing efficiency. It's okay, though. We have a few more levels to go. Come on. Don't let us down, enchantment table, please. And, okay, I'm running out of levels. Please do not do this to me. Okay, we just need a little bit of luck on our side. And, okay, last try. Can we do it? Can we do it? And, oh, wait. Fortune 2. I need Fortune 3. You've got to be kidding me. Well, you know what that means? We've got to get more XP. Can we just take a look at the size of this ruined portal? This thing is absolutely huge. Anyway, though, let's check out the chest. And we have ourselves... Oh, okay. I will take that. We have got ourselves our first enchanted golden apple. Let's try re-enchant our pickaxe for the 1000th time. And Fortune 2. It's already a bad sign. Silk Touch. Okay, come on. Yes. All right, there we go. We have an Efficiency 4 Silk Touch pickaxe. Now all we need to do is get the Efficiency 4 Fortune 3 Unbreaking pickaxe. And seeing as my luck is absolutely terrible with enchantments today, I'll be back when I have the perfect enchantment on this pickaxe. Finally! Yes, we have Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4. After a lot of enchanting, I was able to get the pickaxes that I wanted. But seeing as I was going to be mining a ton of diamonds, I needed the Mending enchant and the Efficiency 5 enchant. So after finding a village and trading with some of the villagers, I was able to get exactly what I needed. There we go, we have an Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3 Mending pickaxe. The best enchants you can get on a pickaxe. Ooh, before we put Mending on it, let's actually rename our pickaxe. Wait, you know what? Instead of me naming this pickaxe, I want you guys to name this pickaxe. So guys, for now, I'm not going to name this pickaxe. I want you guys to comment down below some name suggestions of what you think I should call this pickaxe. It would really mean a lot to me if you guys commented down below some name suggestions. Also, in the last episode, I did ask you guys for a name for my house, and we will definitely be choosing one of those later on, so make sure you guys stay tuned. But for now, we have done the first stage of preparation. We have a Silk Touch pickaxe, so we can Silk Touch all of the diamond ore, and then we have our Fortune pickaxe, which is the pickaxe that we are going to be breaking all of the diamond ore with to get a bunch of diamonds. Now all I need to do is the final part of preparation before we go on this huge mining trip. Now, as I said earlier, I want to fill an entire shulker box with diamond ore. But the only problem is I don't have any shulker boxes. And to get shulker boxes, we need to fight the ender dragons. So I guess that is what we have to do next. Now, to fight the ender dragon, I need Eyes of Ender. And I can get both of these things pretty quickly in the Nether. So getting the ender pearls is going to be pretty easy because all we need to do is just trade with piglins. Okay, the piglins are done trading, and in total we have 14 ender pearls. You know what? That should be enough. I did want to get more just to be safe, but I think that should be fine. Now all I have to do is find a fortress so that we can get some blaze rods. Hold up just a second. There we go. There is a nether fortress right there, and it looks like I found a blaze spawner. Now the good thing is my sword does have looting, so this shouldn't be too difficult. We have 13 blaze rods. That is more than enough. Because if we turn some of these blaze rods into blaze powder, combined it with the ender pearls, there we go. We have 14 eyes of ender. Now, the only thing that I think we will need for fighting the ender dragon is just a really good bow and arrow. I mean, we definitely don't have to worry about getting any more arrows because I got so many from trading with the piglins. So I think I'm just going to quickly get level 30, get ourselves a really good bow and arrow, and then it is go time against the ender dragon. And just like that, we're level 30. So now we can enchant a bow to level 30. So here we go. Let's see what we get. Power 3 is what it's saying. And okay, that is not the best, but it will do for the ender dragon fight. Okay, so now that we have our bow, I think that is everything that I need to fight the ender dragon. So you know what? I think it is time that we battle the ender dragon. And then if everything goes well and we defeat the ender dragon, we can then go into an end city, get some shulker boxes ready to fill them up with diamonds. All right, here we go. First throw, and we need to go that way, so I should probably get myself a boat. All right, let's keep on heading in this direction. And let's throw another one. Oh, it's going backwards. That is a good sign. I'm gonna dig down because I think it actually might be under me. I was just digging up, and we have found the stronghold. All right, let's get up here and see what it is looking like inside. All right, what's in this chest? We have a knockback power 4 book, which is really good. This place is filled with creepers. I've really got to be careful. All right, there is no sign of the end portal. Let's keep on looking. Okay, so we found the library, which is really, really good because we can get really good enchantment books. I mean, take a look at that. We've got an efficiency 4 book. But although I found the library, I still cannot find the actual portal. Yes! Yes, we found it. We found the end portal room, and oh, okay, I'm so lucky that I brought over 12 eyes of ender because this portal has absolutely no eyes already in it. All right, let's take out the silverfish spawner and let's prepare our inventory. We've got the water bucket there. We've got all of our arrows. We basically have everything. So you know what? I think without any hesitation, let's just go in here and fight the ender dragon. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Boom. Here we go. Let's do this. Okay, so good news is we have a really good spawn. Let's head up here and let's just, you know what? Let's start by focusing on the end crystals first. Come on. Yes. There we go. Let's do this one. Perfect. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay. Okay, that was really close. That was way too close. Okay, I'm not going on top of the obsidian poles yet. That was kind of a close call. Maybe I should have brought some slow falling potions. We're almost all done with all of the end crystals. I think maybe we have like 1 or 2 left. This end crystal is so high up. Please. Yes. I think we have every single end crystal. Now we just need to take out the dragon. We've run out of arrows. How? I had so many. Let's keep on hitting it with our sword. All right, here we go. Let's get in position, and we should be able to take it out this time. Okay, let's keep hitting some good shots. Let's keep on going. Almost. Come on. Come on. So close. No, don't fly away. Please. Come on. Yes. Let's go. There we go. We have defeated the ender dragon. Take a look at that, and we get all of this XP. Oh my, look at our levels. 53, 58, 60. Oh my, what is going on? And level 68. There we have it. We have defeated the ender dragon. So it's probably a good idea to pick up the dragon egg so we don't forget. Okay, there we go. So now that we have the dragon egg and we have defeated the ender dragon, let's do what we came here to do. And that's, of course, to get some shulker boxes. Now, I think I want to get 2 shulker boxes. 1 shulker box to store all of the diamond ore, and then I can use the second shulker box for things like iron ore, redstone, lapis, and basically all of the other valuables that I'll be getting from mining. So let's head into the end city and get ourselves some shulkers. Okay, we are through the portal. Let's do a little staircase like this so we can get back up. And now... Oh, what? Wait, I have no idea what to say right now. We have literally got out the portal and look at what we have found. All right, looks like getting shulker shells is going to be way easier than I thought. All right, come on, shulker. Please give us a shulker shell. Come on, please. And perfect. Okay, so our helmet is broken. That is not good. All right, there's a chest here and oh, that is literally perfect. We can just put this one on instead. Okay, let's take this shulker out and yes, okay, we only need 2 more shulker shells. Okay, there's 1. And there's 2. Okay, we have the 4 shulker shells, so let's head back home. All right, we're back home, and I think for now, we're just going to put the dragon egg there. We'll do something better with it later on. Let's also turn these shulker shells into shulker boxes. And I think it would be a cool idea if we make one of the shulker boxes light blue, and this is the one that we store all of the diamonds in. All of the preparation that we have been doing in this episode is now done. We have both of these super overpowered pickaxes that we're going to be using in this mining trip. And we also have both of these shulker boxes that we're going to be storing everything in during this mining trip. That means it is now time to go mining for a bunch of diamonds. So what I'm going to do is put a trapdoor here and mine all the way down to diamond level. Here we are, we're at diamond level. Let's go ahead and put our silk touch pickaxe right here, and I think we should just mine in a straight line and see how many diamonds we can get. So by the end of this episode, the goal is to fill up this entire shulker box with diamond ore. This is probably going to take me an absolute ton of time to do, but you know what? When this whole thing is filled with diamond ore and I place each piece and then mine it with a fortune pickaxe, not only will it be worth it, but it will also be so satisfying to have all of those diamonds. Oh, and I'm also going to be filling up this shulker box with any other valuables that isn't diamonds, things like iron, redstone, and lapis. So what I'm going to do is just mine in a straight line, and anytime we find diamonds, I'll use my silk touch pickaxe to mine them. So yeah, the amount of diamonds we are about to get is just crazy. Anyway though, I guess let's begin mining. Would you guys just take a look at what we have here? We have found our first diamonds. So we bring out the silk touch pickaxe and let's see how many we get. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we found 3 diamonds and that marks the start of this mining journey. Let's go ahead and keep these in this shulker box and continue mining. It seems we have found a cave while mining. Let's see if we can find any diamonds in here. This cave is filled with so much redstone. I mean, what is going on? Redstone is good because the XP we get from it does mend our pickaxe. But of course, what I really want is diamonds. Here we go again. There's just so much redstone. Okay, guys, you're not going to be able to guess what we found in this cave. Even more redstone. There is nothing else apart from redstone in here. I'm not making this up. Like, I'm seriously not making this up. All I can find is redstone. Is this normal? Like, is it normal to find this much redstone? Finally, after all of the redstone that we have found, we have finally got some diamonds, and it looks like this is going to be the biggest vein of diamonds that we have found yet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 diamonds, and one of them dropped down here. So we've got even more diamonds. That brings the total up to 7. And we haven't even been mining for that long, so we're actually getting pretty lucky right now. Oh, and again, I literally turned the corner from those diamonds and found these diamonds. And there's 1, 2, okay, there's only 2, but I'll take it. And of course, more redstone, which I guess we have to take as well. I thought mining in a straight line for diamonds would be the best way, but it turns out looking in caves has been pretty successful. This cave is giant. I didn't want to spend so much time in one cave, but it just keeps on going to the point where we found an amethyst geode. So of course, we've got to take some of this. The sounds of mining amethyst do not get old. Anyway, though, our inventory is getting so full, so let's just put all of our valuables in this shulker box. Yep, definitely not going down there. There was way too many mobs in that cave, so let's just go back to mining in a straight line. We are making amazing progress. I haven't even been mining for that long, and we already have 32 diamond ore. We are already at half a stack. But I think I've came up with an even more genius way to find diamonds faster. So this is what I've been doing. I've just been mining in a straight line. But what I'm going to do is change it up a little bit and mine to the sides like this. So every couple of blocks, I'm just going to turn to the left and right and mine down as much as I can. Because by doing this, I'm pretty sure we just end up revealing more area which diamonds could be hiding. There is no way, as I'm literally showing you guys an example of this mining technique, I have found diamonds. I am not making this up. I have no idea how this has just happened right now. 5 diamonds by doing this. You know what? I'm doing this tactic for the rest of the mining trip. As you guys have literally seen, it works. It literally works. That has to be the most perfect timing ever. So let's just keep on using this tactic and see how many diamonds we can find. We now have over 1 stack of diamond ore. And well, this is only the beginning. Let's keep mining. Okay, so I've been mining for absolutely ages and I have found a ton of diamonds, but something has just happened that I need to show you guys. Okay, are you ready? Check this out. What is going on here? There is literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 diamonds all around here. But then if we dig behind, I'm hoping there's going to be even more diamonds. So it turns out there is only 8 diamonds here, but what are the chances that they spawn like this? They all spawn surrounding me. So let's pick these up and I want to show you guys the progress I've made so far. So obviously I want to fill up the entire shulker box with diamond ore and I've been mining for absolutely ages. I haven't even filled up an entire road just yet and I cannot tell you guys how long I've been mining, but trust me, by the end of this video, this shulker box is going to be filled with diamond ore and I'm very excited to see how many diamonds we're going to get from this. So yeah, I guess all I'm going to continue to do is just carry on mining, and as I told you guys earlier, the strategy that I've been using is obviously just strip mining, but every so often I like to mine off to the sides, and this tactic has been working very, very well. Also, another thing that I'm really looking forward to do is not only mine all of these diamonds with the Fortune 3 pickaxe, but by the end of this, we're going to have so many diamond blocks we could probably make a full diamond beacon, which which is a really cool thing to have. But not only that, it's also going to be really good to have full diamond tools and more importantly, full diamond armor because my leggings are already broken. Anyway, though, let's get back to mining. Okay, so I've been mining non-stop, and I can finally say that we have just about made it to the halfway mark, and look how crazy this looks. I mean, having this amount of diamond ore doesn't even seem real, and this is just the halfway mark. I mean, we still have another half of a shulker box to fill up with diamond ore, and that's not even the most exciting part. If we get between 2 or 3 diamonds per diamond ore with our fortune pickaxe, I don't even want to guess the amount of diamonds that we're going to be getting, but we'll have enough for full diamond tools and armor, and basically just to have unlimited diamonds. And yeah, we don't have any space in this shulker box as well. I mean, we literally have so much iron, a ton of gold, more than enough redstone and lapis. Oh, and we literally just found diamonds. So it's safe to say that although we have a ton of diamonds, we also have enough of basically every other valuable as well. Also, while I'm mining, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all of the support you guys give on the last episode. I was reading all of you guys' comments of things you guys want to see in the series and just all of the amazing comments you guys are putting. It really means a lot to me. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for the support. And this is only the beginning of the series. Things are going to be getting a lot crazier. So as I said, thank you guys so much. Anyway, though, I need to fill up the other half of this shulker box with diamonds. So guys, what I think I'm just going to do is update you guys whenever I'm getting closer to the end goal of filling this shulker box up. So a lot of time has passed and this is taking some serious time. I am almost there. I've literally only got 3 more stacks to go, but the good thing is I am actually kind of getting lucky with diamonds, so hopefully we will be done soon. I mean, we only have 3 more stacks to go, and trust me, I've mined so many diamonds at this point that 3 stacks of diamonds isn't even that many at this point. Also, I haven't been above ground in so long that I forgot what my cows look like. I forgot what my house looks like. I've even forgot what the clouds look like. I've been mining for that long at this point, but hopefully it'll be worth it. And as you guys saw, we only need 3 and a bit more stacks. So you know what? Let's get this project done. And I really cannot wait to finish this. I'm going to be so happy when this is finished. Here we go. We are almost there. We just need another half a stack. We have almost finished. Honestly, I have such a temptation just to go ahead and mine them all right now, but I just need another half a stack and then we are done. We have finished and we can mine every single piece with our pickaxe. Perfect. We found some more diamonds. And we found even more diamonds. Okay, guys, the next vein of diamonds that we find could bring us to a full shulker box of diamonds because as you can see, we now only need 8 more diamonds. So let's hope we find an 8 vein of diamonds. I don't think it's 8, but this is quite a few. Here we go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 7. Okay, we need 1 more diamond. We need 1 more diamond to go. As you can see, 63. Okay, I'm just going to take this all in right now because this is about to be finished. You guys have no idea how long this has taken me. Let's pick up the shulker box and let's find this last diamond. Oh, here we go. We've done it. Let's pick this redstone up first, though, so we can mend our pickaxe. Here it is, the final diamond. Okay, we have more than one, which actually brings us over a shulker box, but it doesn't matter. All right, let's put the shulker box down, and that is a lot of diamonds. Like, that is a serious amount of diamonds right there. A whole shulker box of diamond ore. Just looking at this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. So now that we have all of these diamonds, there is only one more thing that we have to do, and that is to take our Fortune 3 pickaxe right here and mine every single piece of diamond ore. So you know what? Let's get out of here. I'm so looking forward to just looking at the clouds, looking at the trees, looking at grass, because I've been stuck underground for so long. Let's get back home. It's nice to finally be back home. Let's go check on our cows. Guys, I am back. You have probably missed me quite a lot, right? Anyway, though, I'm just going to store all of the other stuff inside of this chest and we can smelt it later. So the plan that I have right now is to basically place all of these diamond ore down, and then all of the diamonds that we mine, we can store in these chests. My prediction of how many diamonds we are going to get is that I'll be able to fill up this entire double chest. I don't know if we'll be able to fill up a lot of this one, but we definitely should have enough diamonds from this to fill up one entire double chest, which is pretty crazy. But what's even more crazy is this. This is what's crazy. Look at the amount of diamonds that we have. So I think the only thing left for us to do is to place all of these diamonds down. So I think we might place them like this and then just start building up. I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited to mine all of these. And we are Done. Whoa, look how high up we are. I need to see this from down there. Yep, this was definitely worth it. That is the most satisfying thing I think I've ever seen. Now for the moment that we've all been waiting for, I guess. Let's see how many diamonds we get from an entire shulker box of diamond ore. Let's do this. Okay, this is the final diamond, and there we go. Let's put all of the diamonds in the chest and see how many we have in total. All right, so this is how many diamonds we got from mining an entire shulker box of diamond ore. And boom. So we have not only filled up one entire double chest of diamonds, we also have some diamonds in this double chest as well. So we've pretty much got a double chest and a bit of diamonds from all of that diamond ore. And to be honest, that is more than I was expecting. I knew that we could fill up one chest, but I didn't think we would be able to even put any in this chest, but it turns out we did. So now I think it is time that I finally get myself some diamond armor, because my chest plate and leggings have broke, and I mean, I'm still using an iron axe and an iron shovel, so you know what, we just need diamond tools as well. So to transport all of these diamonds into my house, what I'm going to do is just make all of the diamonds into diamond blocks. And as you can see, we have more than enough diamond blocks to make a full diamond beacon, I'm pretty sure. Let's grab these diamonds as well. And there we go. So in total, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half stacks of diamond blocks. Now, yes, I am going to be making a diamond beacon, but the reason I'm not going to be doing that in this episode, well, let's just say I have a little bit of a plan of something we can do with the diamond beacon for a future episode. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. So let's go ahead and put all of the diamond blocks in this chest right here. Really quickly though, I'm just going to turn some of these diamond blocks into normal diamonds, because then we can make ourselves full diamond armor and also full diamond tools as well. So now that we have this fresh set of diamond armor and also some diamond tools, I'm just going to go ahead and enchant all of this, and let's see what enchants we can get. So let's start off with our helmet really quickly. So let's go ahead and enchant that. Blast protection 4, that's not too bad. I mean, I have so many XP levels that if I'm not happy with an enchant, I can literally just take it off and re-enchant it. So these are the enchants we have on our armor. I really like the leggings enchant. We have protection 4 and unbreaking 3 on those. I think I'm going to re-enchant my diamond boots and also my diamond helmet. I think we could just get a better enchant on these. So let's try again, and that's a bit better. And let's see if we can get feather falling on our boots. Okay, no feather falling, but protection 3, that's not too bad. If we have any leftover levels, I'll re-enchant them. But of course, now let's do our tools. So our axe has... Oh, okay, that is pretty much the perfect enchant that I wanted. And our shovel, okay. And again, with the shovel, that's really, really good. Unbreaking and efficiency. Now, what I want to do is re-enchant my sword because I want to get sharpness on this. I also am going to re-enchant our bow. Let's re-enchant our diamond boots and also diamond helmet. And let's just re-enchant our diamond chestplate as well. Okay, it turns out my luck with enchanting this sword isn't that great. I mean, just take a look at that. Smite 4. That's just getting re-enchanted straight away. And there we go. Okay, sharpness 4 and fire aspect. I will take it. Now for our helmet, we got... Okay, I guess that's going to have to do. Our chest plate, thorns 1, protection 3, and unbreaking 3. That's pretty good. Depth strider 3, which is really good, and unbreaking 3. So now that I've enchanted everything, let's put our diamond armor on. So there we have it. We now have full enchanted diamond armor and diamond tools. And we also got some pretty good enchants as well. Now, if you guys remember from the last episode, I asked you guys to comment down below some names of what we should call our house. And well, I was looking through the comments and I found a name which I really, really liked. So, of course, that now means we have to put a sign down and name our house. This is the name that I have chosen. So the reason I really like the name The Beginning is because this house is the first thing that we ever built on this world. So it technically does mark the beginning of this whole entire journey. So I'll go ahead and put the comment on screen right now of the person that suggested this. So thank you so much for the name suggestion. And also thank you to all of you guys for putting some name suggestions down below in the comments. It really does mean a lot. But with that being said, let's head into the next episode. In this episode of Hardcore Minecraft, I make a bunch of TNT to explode the Nether to get my hands on a ton of ancient debris. So by the end of this episode, we are going to have full Netherite tools and armor, all with the best enchantments. But before we go ahead and do anything, in the last episode, I asked you guys for some name suggestions of what we should call this pickaxe. Now, as you guys know, I read all of the name suggestions that you guys give, and well... Yeah, it's safe to say you guys went a bit crazy in the comment section of the last video. No, but seriously, guys, thank you all so much for the amazing support you guys have been leaving on the series. It really means a lot. But, of course, now it is time to name our pickaxe. So, this is the name that I have chosen. I'll put the comment on screen right now. Look, guys, you see, I usually pick the most creative name that you guys suggest down below in the comments. But I think for just one time, we have to name our pickaxe this. Look, guys, I'm sorry, okay? Anyway, though, now that we've named our pickaxe, let's go ahead and do the first thing that I want to get done in this episode. So, I pretty much want to get the most overpowered tools and armor you can get. And, well, to do this, we are going to need a lot of netherite. And the best way to get a bunch of netherite is with TNT. So, yeah, my plan is to basically explode the entire nether so we can then get an insane amount of ancient debris. But, of course, to even make TNT, we are going to need a lot of gunpowder. And when I say a lot of gunpowder, I mean a lot. So, let's get a bunch of resources to make a creeper farm. Okay, so we basically have everything that we need to make this creeper farm. I just have to quickly make some extra things. And there we go. Okay, so we now have everything that we need to make this creeper farm. Now, the thing is with this creeper farm, it is not the best looking thing. So for that reason, I'm going to be building it on this island right here, which is really, really close to our main island. But by building the farm over here, we can keep our main island for all of our best builds. Anyway, though, I think it's time that we go ahead and build this farm. So let's do it. There we go, so the farm is complete, so hopefully this thing should start getting us some gunpowder. Although the thing is, I haven't even tested this thing out yet, so I really have no idea if it works or not. So there's only one way to find out. Let's test this thing. Okay, so I've been using the farm for quite some time, so let's go ahead and see if this thing actually even worked. So let's head down to the storage area and let's see how many of these chests we have filled up. So let's see if this thing even worked and... Ooh, okay. So we have one double chest filled. We have another hopper filled right here. A second chest full as well. Now, the reason there's also string is because this technically isn't just a creeper farm. It's also a spider farm as well. So we have a third chest filled with gunpowder, a fourth chest filled with gunpowder, and okay, so we basically have about 4.5 chests of gunpowder and also string. So now that we have all of the gunpowder, the only thing left for us to do is get some sand so we can make a bunch of TNT. Okay, I have got a lot of sand, but we still have a lot more to go. And I also need to be careful that my shovel doesn't break. So just to be safe, let's go ahead and repair it. And let's go back to mining sand. Okay, so I've stored all of the sand that I've collected down here. And then, of course, we also have all of the gunpowder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a crafting table right here. And I'm just going to turn all of this sand and gunpowder into TNT. This may take a while, so let's do it. So all of the TNT are in these shulker boxes right here. So let's check out the exact amount that we've got. So in this shulker box, not only do we have 1 stack of TNT, not only do we have 2 stacks of TNT, not only do we have 3 stacks of TNT, we have a whole entire shulker box of TNT right here. And then in this shulker box, we have filled up half of this one. So we are definitely going to be getting a ton of ancient debris with all of this TNT. Actually, guys, you know what? Before we head into the nether portal, I think it is the perfect time to actually give our nether portal a little bit of a redecoration right now, because as you can see, we have our house over there, we have the barn which is decorated nicely, and then we just have this. So before we use all of this TNT in the nether, I'm just going to go ahead and grab some blocks that we can use to decorate our nether portal. Take a look at this. We have just found a zombie spawner, and the thing is about this, it's actually kind of like hidden away. Like, I actually walked past this thing and had no idea, so let's see what's in the chest. And, ooh, we found our first ever music disc. I think I'm just going to go ahead and leave all of this, but something that I do want is all of this mossy cobblestone, because I'm actually going to use it to decorate the nether portal as well. So let's go ahead and give this portal a little bit of a makeover. So let's start by placing down the new portal. Now, the idea I have in mind for this design is to kind of make it look like the nether portal is in a cave, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't make sense, but hopefully it will when the build's done. So let's add a couple slabs, add some extra stone, couple blocks here like this, add in some dripstone. Can't forget about some lighting. Also got to make sure to cover the back of the nether portal like this. Got to add in some more slabs. You know what? This is looking a little bit weird, so let's add some detail. And there we go. It's looking a little bit better. So you know what? Let's go and use all of this TNT. Okay, so now that we are in the Nether, let's go ahead and start digging down to ancient debris level. Okay, so we're here at ancient debris level. And just as I've said that, we have found a piece of ancient debris. Anyway, though, all of the area that I'm mining right here is where I'm going to be placing all of the TNT. And take a look at that. As I'm mining the straight line, I've found even more ancient debris. It looks like this is a pretty good tactic as well. Anyway, though, it is now time to bring out the TNT. So let's go ahead and start placing it just like this. Let's just keep going. And I think we are just about back where we started. So let's go ahead and explode all of this TNT in 3, 2, 1... Let's go. Okay, let's stand back. Let's stand back. Let's see how much ancient debris we are going to get from this. Oh my, okay. We have placed so much TNT that it is just not stopping. Okay, so I think it's the perfect time to just go through and mine up all of this ancient debris. We got some here. We have even more pieces here. I also have to keep my eyes peeled because I do not want to walk past any ancient debris. Okay, so it seems that our TNT has stopped exploding. So I think what I've just got to do is just relight it and hopefully that should keep on going. We are getting extremely lucky with ancient debris. We already have 12 pieces and we haven't even used any of our TNT basically. We still have another shulker and a half left. Yet again, the TNT has broken, so we just got to do that. Oh no, we have a problem. We have a big problem. There is a lot of lava. Oh no, okay, we just got to walk right past this. Okay, we should be good. Now guys, is this luck even normal? I just can't stop finding ancient debris. Alright, so we have reached the end of the tunnel and we have 18 pieces of ancient debris. But I mean, we have so much TNT to get through, so let's do it. Alright, so I've used the first half a shulker box of TNT. We still have another whole entire shulker box of TNT to go. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I did not expect to get this much ancient debris out of just this shulker box of TNT because we still have all of this TNT to go and we already have a stack and a half. Like, bruh. So, I mean, we're not even halfway through and we already have this much, so I just wonder how much we are going to end up with. So, right now, we definitely already have enough ancient debris to upgrade all of our tools and armor, so I think any extra ancient debris that we get that we don't need to use for our armor and stuff like that, I think we'll just go ahead and put it towards a netherite beacon, because, I mean, getting a netherite beacon is probably the coolest thing you can do. Anyway, though, let's place all of this TNT. Alright, about here should be good. Let's explode all of this. Listen here, buddy. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. So I suggest you back up a little bit. I really didn't want to do this, but you've given me no other option. I also want to know, why does this keep happening? Like, the TNT just doesn't explode for some reason. So I keep having to go back and light it all back up. So it turns out I'm not finding any ancient debris down here. I think we have like one piece right there, and that's about it. Did you guys really think that I was just about to walk past some ancient debris right there? Guys, come on. You know, they don't call me the pro Minecrafter for nothing. Okay, but seriously though, we are still getting really lucky with ancient debris. I have no idea how, but we're almost at 2 stacks. So the method of placing TNT I've done up to this point is just placing it in a straight line and then exploding all of it, but I kind of want to try a different tactic of placing TNT. This is either going to go really good or really, really bad. Here we go. So the plan that I have is to fill this entire box with TNT. Let's put the final few pieces in, and here we go. This is extremely dangerous what I'm doing right now. I actually am pretty scared. All right, here we go. I don't know why I'm so scared. Let's just do it. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, come on. Let's keep running. Let's keep running. Oh, it's exploding. Oh no. Oh no. I think we're good. Let's just hide down here. Oh my. What is this? Look how cool this looks. It's like a giant crater. Whoa. Okay, this turned out way better than I expected. And also, it didn't go really bad, which is also another good thing. Anyway, though, we do have quite a little bit of ancient debris, so it turns out this was quite effective. So let's pick up all of this ancient debris. So I think I've mined every piece of ancient debris from in here, and we are now on 2 stacks of ancient debris, and we still have a ton of TNT left. So yet again, I'm going to try another tactic of exploding TNT. So we have 3 lines mined out right here, and I'm just going to fill them all up with TNT and explode every piece. Here's the first line of TNT placed. Here's the second line of TNT placed. Oh no. Wait. Something. Wait. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's going to explode all of the TNT. Oh no. Please, 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 please. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Go, 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 go. Oh, I didn't even mean for that to happen. Okay, I think we're good. Wait, hold up a second. I don't think it actually, yeah, it didn't affect the second line of TNT. That was so scary. I literally had nowhere to run. I had to literally mine my way out of danger. Finally, there we go. We have all 3 lines of TNT. I mean, some of it did explode back there, which wasn't, oh no. Oh no, it's happening again. It's happening again. The TNT decided to explode itself again, but I have a feeling this tactic of placing TNT is probably going to work the best because it explodes such a big area. The only problem is though that we've exploded such a big area that there is just too much lava. So just to keep things safe, I'm just going to go back to placing TNT just like this. We are now down to the final stacks of TNT. And it's looking like we may be able, if we are lucky, to get 4 stacks of ancient debris. So let's see just how much ancient debris we can actually get. We are now down to our final stack of TNT. So let's go ahead and finish exploding all of the TNT. Let's do this. The moment that we have all been waiting for, we can finally see just how much ancient debris we are going to get. There it goes, our final pieces of TNT. So we got a piece here, got one here, and I think these 2 pieces are the final pieces of ancient debris that we are going to be getting from this ancient debris mining trip. So in total, we have ourselves almost 3 stacks of ancient debris. We have 2 stacks and 46. So when I go back home and smelt all this down into netherite scraps, we are going to be ending up with so much netherite. But we really have to keep all of this ancient debris safe, so let's store it in this storage box and let's head home. And we have made it home. And of course, we have all of the ancient debris right here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is smelt all of this ancient debris. And of course, seeing as we're making netherite, we are going to also be needing some gold. So let's smelt all of this. And now we wait. All of the netherite scraps are now smelted, and so is all of the gold. So now there is only one thing left to do, and that is to turn all of this netherite scrap into netherite ingots. Oh my. 3, 2, 1, boom. There we go. We have 43 netherite ingots. Just take a look at that. Now, you see, the thing is, we could just go ahead and upgrade the armor that we already have into netherite, but you see, the enchants that we have aren't the best, and I kind of want to get the best enchanted armor that we can get. So this is going to require us to get some villagers so we can get the best enchant trades. But before we go ahead and do any of that, let's make ourselves a fresh set of diamond armor to turn into netherite. And you guys are also probably wondering what I'm going to do with all of these diamonds that we got in the last episode. Now, guys, in the next episode, we are going to be doing something really, really cool with these blocks of diamonds, so you guys are going to have to stay tuned for that. But for now, let's just go ahead and make ourselves a fresh set of diamond armor. So let's just take out one of these furnaces and replace it with a smithing table. And now it is time to go ahead and upgrade all of this diamond armor and all of our tools. Our helmet, our chest plate, our leggings, our boots, and then our pickaxe, our sword, our shovel, and finally, our axe. And then with all of the spare netherite, let's just go ahead and make some netherite blocks. And we'll keep those safe in this shulker box with our diamonds and also our spare netherite scraps. So for now, let's just go ahead and put our netherite armor all on this armor stand. Whoa, take a look at how cool that looks. So now that we have turned everything into netherite, let's bring some villagers back to our island so we can get the best enchantments possible. Now, the thing is, to bring all of these villagers back, we are going to need a lot of minecarts and a ton of rails. All right, so I'm at the village. Now, if I remember correctly, I should already have a villager with a mending enchant. So yeah, we have it right here. So let's make sure we bring this villager back home, and we can also bring back a few others as well. Okay, so I think I have enough villagers inside of minecarts, so let's take them back home. The villagers are now really close to my island, but there's actually something really weird that I want to show you guys. So over there somewhere, as you can see, there is a jungle, and somehow a parrot has flew all the way over here. So guys, I got out my wheat seeds and I got some leads, and I think we know what we need to do. I think this is our new pet. And any moment now, this is taking quite some time. There we go. Make sure to comment down some name suggestions of what we should call our brand new pet parrot. And in the next episode, I will be choosing one of your guys' name suggestions that you commented down below. Let's make a dirt path so we can get back to our island. And for now, let's go ahead and put him in here. We'll definitely build him somewhere better to live soon. Let's finish sending the villagers off to our island. Now that we have the villagers on our island, I've gave them their workstations, some beds, and let's also give them a ton of food. So I guess all there is to do now is extend their temporary house. And don't worry, yes, I will be building them a better house soon. Now we can give them even more workstations and get the trades that we want. I then spent a while chopping down trees so I could make a bunch of sticks. And then once I had all of the sticks, I sold them for emeralds so that I could go ahead and buy every single enchantment book that I needed. And seeing as I wanted to become super overpowered, I was going to need a ton of enchanted books. books. It has taken me absolutely ages, but I've finally done it. I've got all of the enchanted books that I need. We have some mending books, some feather falling books, sharpness books, respiration, looting, protection, unbreaking, and also the prices that my villagers are trading these books for is actually pretty good. And yeah, let's just ignore this mess. We'll be building the villagers a very, very cool place to live in the next episode. But for now, let's take all of this netherite armor. Let's also go ahead and make a new anvil. And now let's begin combining together some books. I don't think I'm going to have enough levels to do all of these books. I mean, to combine looting, unbreaking, and mending with a sharpness 5 book is going to cost me 8 levels. And to add all of this to the sword, it's going to cost me 23 levels. So pretty much to enchant all of my armor and tools with these books, I need some more XP levels. So the only solution that I can think of to our problem right now is to build an enderman farm, which I really did not expect to do in this episode, but it needs to be done. Now, luckily for us, building an enderman farm actually is pretty easy, because all we need is a bunch of building blocks and other random things like an anvil, some carpet, and ladders. So let's take all of this into the end. Then let's place down our lava bucket and also our water bucket. Now we can use this water to get all the way down to the bottom. Now we're at the bottom, we can go ahead and place some leaves. And I almost forgot, but we have to put some ladders down as well. So now we have the ladder in place, we can pick up the bucket of water and head back down here to construct the farm. There we go. We now have ourselves a fully functioning enderman farm. So let's place down our anvil and our shulker box with all of our enchantments in. And let's go ahead and get a bunch of XP so we can go ahead and add all of the enchantments. Take a look at the XP that we are getting from this. Oh my goodness. Yep, this is definitely an overpowered farm. So seeing as we have a bunch of XP, let's add some enchants. So let's add this to our sword and boom. Take a look at our sword. Sharpness 5, fire aspect 2, looting 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. This thing is unstoppable. And because our sword now has mending, it's impossible for this thing to break. Let's now enchant our helmet, our chest plate, our leggings as well, and also our boots. And finally, let's add mending to our axe and also our shovel. Okay, so we have 2 mending books spare that we can use in the future. But anyway, we have done it. We now have not only super overpowered armor, but also extremely powerful tools as well. I mean, just take a look at all of this. But quickly, before we head home and put all of this netherite armor on, let's just mend up all of our tools, seeing as they now have mending. And there we go. We have full durability on all of our tools. We're now back home, which means we can now take off our diamond armor. And let's place it on the armor stand. Diamond armor, you were amazing, but it's time for an upgrade, because now we can put on our brand new netherite armor. Take a look at that. But of course, it isn't any ordinary netherite armor. Oh no, this netherite armor has some of the best enchantments you can get. And the same thing goes for our tools. They all have some of the best enchantments that you can get. Anyway though, it's now time to head into the next episode. In this episode of Hardcore Minecraft, I am going to build the ultimate hidden base that contains everything you could ever need, from a villager trading and potion brewing area to a secret vault filled with goodies. In the last episode, I got a bunch of villagers on the island, and well, they're living in a dirt box. So I think it's time to build them a new home. But not only that, I need to build a place to display my diamonds, a place to store a beacon, a place for all of my valuables, a place for brewing potions. So to solve all of these problems, I'm going to build the ultimate, secret, hidden redstone base. Now guys, we all know that I'm a pro Minecrafter, but I have a confession to make. I can't do redstone. I know. I know, okay, look, I'm sorry. Now, although I'm not the best with redstone, the one thing that I do know is that if we are going to make a secret hidden door, we need slime balls for sticky pistons. And as you can see, we have no slime balls. So let's go and find a swamp. Aha, here we go. Why does slime sound so satisfying? So to make this hidden door, we need some redstone, some pistons that we can turn into sticky pistons, a slime block, some obsidian, 2 redstone repeaters, and some of this wood so we can make some buttons. Now that I have everything prepared, I need to first decide where I want to put the hidden door. It could be really cool if we build the secret door inside of our house, but I'm thinking it will be way cooler if we camouflage this thing right out the front of our house. So let's build this thing. Okay, this has taken way longer than it should have. So let's test it out. 3, 2, 1, and... Why isn't it working? Okay, so I've changed some stuff in the redstone and it should work. Please work. Oh! Yes, it actually worked. Now the question is, if I press this button, will it send us back up to the top? Let's try it out. And boom. Oh, yes. Oh, and if you guys think that this secret door is cool, trust me, this is nothing compared to the doors that we're going to be building later. So now that we have the first secret door set up, we need to mine a giant area to actually fit the secret base itself. But the thing is, I want this secret base to be giant. And, well, mining like this is going to take us absolutely ages. But if we get ourselves a beacon, we'll be able to mine out the area super quickly. So let's head to the Nether fortress so we can get ourselves some wither skeleton skulls. And then with the wither skeleton skulls, we can summon the wither, hopefully defeat it, and get ourselves a beacon. Okay, we have made it to the fortress. Now all we have to do is try and find some wither skeletons. Okay, we have our looting 3 sword. Let's see if we can try and get a wither skeleton skull. And okay, no luck. Okay, what about you? Please drop us one. And okay, this may take a while. There we go. We have our first one. There's 2. And there's 3. Let's go. We have all 3, and surprisingly, that was really quick. Now it's time to head home and fight the wither, which I'm really scared to do. All right, so let's do this. I have the wither skeleton skulls. I have the soul sand. I have a trusty enchanted golden apple if anything's to go wrong. So let's go down here and let's find a good spot to fight this thing. All right, this area is looking pretty good, so let's just Anyway, though, so what I'm going to do is just mine out an area like this where we are going to spawn the wither. And then from here, we just need to mine a straight line so that we have somewhere to run. Okay, now it is time. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, we just have to wait for it to charge up, and then we are just going to go ahead and fire tons of bow shots. Here we go. Okay, let's go. Let's just keep on firing bow shots. Oh, that is doing chunks of damage as well. This is actually going to be quite easy, I hope. Okay, let's try and do this without getting hit once. Okay, and we now have it at half health, which means we need to go in with our sword. Come on, this is actually really easy. What? And any minute now, there we go. It turns out that was way easier than I was expecting, and we didn't even need all of this space. So now that we have our nether star, we can go ahead and finally make ourselves a beacon. And then let's grab all of our diamond blocks and head down to our secret base. And now finally, all we have to do is set up our beacon. Place the beacon down and boom. So let's put a diamond in, give it haste 2. So now that we have haste 2, we can pretty much instantly mine anything. Anyway, though, now I have the beacon set up, I'm basically going to mine out a giant room to pretty much give us a bunch of space for this secret area. So once we have everything mined out, we can pretty much decorate everything inside of it, and it should look pretty good. But before I can even think about getting anything decorated, I have a lot of mining to do. My pickaxe keeps getting so close to breaking, but that's fine because I have a big brain idea. And well, the idea that I have is to just make more pickaxes. So let's make a bunch of fresh diamond pickaxes, and let's pick up our enchantment table and all of these bookshelves, because I'm going to temporarily move all of this into the end, because that's where my Enderman XP farm is, and it will make enchanting all of these diamond pickaxes a whole lot easier. So here we are at the Enderman farm. I'm just going to extend this area right here so we have somewhere to put the enchantment table. And let's put the grindstone there, and let's get enchanting all of these pickaxes. Hold up just a second. I may have accidentally forgot to bring lapis. So I now have to go all the way back home. And that's what I'm looking for. So now I have the lapis. Let's start enchanting. And our first enchant is literally perfect. Anyway, though, let's get some more XP. And let's keep enchanting these pickaxes. So now that all of these pickaxes have efficiency 4, we can combine them together to get efficiency 5. Let's combine these 2 together. Perfect. And finally, let's combine these 2 together, and there we go. So now we have 3 efficiency 5 pickaxes, all of them breaking 3, and I'm pretty sure we can put mending on them as well, because yeah, I have some spare mending books. So let's just get some more XP, and there we go. So we now have 3 insanely overpowered pickaxes. Also, quickly before we head back home, let's just mend up our main pickaxe. Also, let's not forget to take back our enchantment table. Now that I'm back home from the end, I'm just gonna go ahead and upgrade all of these pickaxes into netherite, and just like that, we now have 3 more netherite pickaxes. So let's get back to mining, and seeing as we have all of these new pickaxes, we should be able to get this done really quickly. There we go. So now that I've mined out the entire area, let's actually start building the hidden base. So let's go and get all of the resources. Hey! Oh no, something's telling me that I'm building this secret base in a slime chunk, which means we're just gonna have a bunch of slimes always spawning. You know what though? I'm actually okay with that. I'm just gonna let these slimes bounce around and do whatever they want down here. So the materials I want to build this base out of is light blue and white concrete, maybe some stone bricks, and then also some acacia logs. I can't be the only person that likes acacia wood. Guys, back me up in the comments if you like it too. Please. Anyway though, let's gather all of the materials that I need, starting with sand and gravel for the concrete. This should be enough materials for the build. All I need to do now is turn all of this gravel and sand into concrete. And seeing as I want light blue concrete and white concrete, I'm going to need some light blue dye and some white dye. And luckily for me, I think I have a place where I can get a ton of white dye. So even though this thing is supposed to be a creeper farm, sometimes you get mobs that spawn around the island and somehow make their way into the middle. So I'm hoping there'll be some bones down here. And perfect. Now we can turn these bones into bone meal and turn this bone meal into white dye. Ooh, we have ourselves a wandering trader. Let's check out what trades we have. And the trades are some of the worst trades that I think I have ever seen. Hey, yo, why are the llamas looking at me weird? Anyway, though, now that we have ourselves the white dye, we just need some blue dye. So let's find some lapis. Let's put the crafting table down. Let's turn some of this lapis into blue dye. Now that we have blue dye, let's just put the spare bone meal and lapis in here. Now, the thing is, I don't know exactly the amount of concrete I'm going to need. So let's just make a bunch of white concrete. Okay, we already have a ton of white concrete powder. Let's also not forget that we have to combine blue and white dye together to get light blue dye. And then we can use that to make some light blue concrete. Okay, maybe I grabbed too much gravel and sand. I don't think I'll be needing to use this much. Now, the thing is with normal concrete, though, I cannot just build out of the concrete powder because if I try to build out of this, it will just, well, yeah. It will just fall to the ground. So I need to head to the surface so I can turn all of the concrete powder into normal concrete. So let's load up this shulker box with a bunch of concrete and let's get to work turning all of this into normal concrete. There's definitely a better way to do this, but the way I like to do it is stack up all of the concrete powder, put some water down, and then mine every single piece. Okay, gamers, I have all of the concrete in this chest, which I think this should be enough. So now what I'm thinking is the best way that I'm going to be able to build this thing is probably by outlining where I want every room. And then once I have the outlines down, I can kind of go around and build everything. Also, yes, the slimes are still spawning down here. Now, the one thing that I'm thinking before I go ahead and build this base is, do I bring my villagers down underground now, or do I wait until I've built the underground base? Okay, you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to build the whole entire underground base first and then bring the villagers down after. I feel like that'll be the easiest thing to do. So yes, guys, you are going to have to, wait out in the rain until I'm done. So yeah, let's grab some concrete and let's get to building this base. So as I said earlier, the best way for me to do this is to mark out the outline of where I want each room to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that with the blue concrete. So there we go. We got the first room outlined. Now this is probably going to be the smallest room of them all because it's literally just a way to get in and out the base. So it doesn't have to be anything special. So then from this room, we go into the middle room where the beacon's going to be. So this one's got to be quite big. So let's get the blue concrete out and let's start outlining this room. And yeah, this one's going to be pretty huge. Okay, so I've done the outline for this room. Now I'm just going to move the beacon into the center to make things easier. Now that we have the beacon set up, let's go ahead and finish all of these outlines. Okay, so there we go. I have marked out where I want every single room to go, and I really wanted each room to be a circle, but when it comes to the villager trading room, it kind of doesn't make sense for it to be a circle because I basically want all of the villagers to be stood next to each other, and then I can have their, like, workstations in front of them, so that's why this room isn't a circle. I've also made the final decision on where I want each room to go. So this room will be the brewing room, this middle room will obviously be where all the villagers go, and then this room is where I'm going to be storing all of my valuables. Now, the thing is, I'm going to be expanding this room in this direction. This is basically going to be the area that I turn into the hidden diamond vault. So now that we have marked everything out, building this thing is going to be a whole lot easier. And I believe there is only one more thing I need to collect before we go ahead and build this thing. And the thing that I need is glowstone. And then with the glowstone, I'm going to turn all of it into redstone lamps because redstone lamps is what I'm going to be using to light up this entire base. Okay, so now that we finally have everything, let's go ahead and build this thing. So I have finished the first room, and this is looking pretty good if I do say so myself. I'm really glad that I chose to go with light blue concrete because this just looks so nice. So I think that is this room completely finished. The only thing that I need to add is maybe some like light blue stained glass right there so the beacon light is blue. But of course, it is now time to finish all of these rooms as well. But honestly, having this room done just looks so nice. Like the acacia wood, like guys, I told you, acacia wood can look good, okay? I know a lot of you guys don't like acacia wood, but guys, trust me, it's seriously not that bad. Okay, let's just go ahead and get back to building this thing. We are now almost done with the build. The only things I need to do is turn both of these into actual water elevators. And then over here, I need to decorate the brewing area. And then opposite the brewing room, we have the valuables area, which I still need to decorate as well. And I also need to build the secret diamond vault down there. And then finally, this is the room where all of the villagers are going to go. So you know what? Let's just quickly... And just like that, we are done. All I need to do now, though, is get the villagers down here. And the way that I'm going to do that is just build a giant minecart track all the way down into the villager room. Okay, guys, hop in the minecarts. Come on. Come on. Please? Yes. And perfect. Okay, yes. So I have the first villager in position. I just got to go ahead and get all of the rest of the villagers down here. The villager trading room is amazing. I have all of my best villagers down here. So whenever I want to trade, I can just go ahead and do it. So now that this room is done, I'm just going to go ahead and decorate the interior of this room and also that room. So for this room, this is where, of course, I'm going to be putting all of my valuables. So let's just go ahead and put a block for each valuable. Okay, now I just need to quickly transfer all of my valuables over. Now that I've transferred all of the valuables over, as you can see, we have the emeralds, we have the netherite, we have all of the gold. I now just need a place to store all of my diamonds, so I'm going to build a diamond vault right here. Now, the thing is about this diamond vault, it requires a really cool redstone door. But as you guys know from earlier, I suck at redstone. I really hope a 3x3 redstone door isn't that bad to build, so let me just go ahead and grab all of my redstone. I think we'll just need a bunch of... Did you guys just see that? How did a glow squid get down here? I kind of feel bad for that glow squid. I mean, I've literally got the glow ink sacks in my inventory. Right, so I think this is everything I'll need. I've got some redstone, some observers, some redstone repeaters, some sticky pistons, so let's give this redstone door an attempt. Before I began making the redstone vault door itself, I decided to make the room first, just so that I didn't get any of the redstone in the wrong position. The vault door is now done, so as you can see, we have a button right here, and then we have a button right here. I really have no idea if it works, so let's give it a go. Please work, and... Come on. Oh, there we go. All right, now if we press it again, it should open up. And look how cool that looks. I am just so surprised it actually works. Okay, I have a really cool idea. So if we just go ahead and close it, if we break this block and replace it with a diamond block, will it still work? And... Yes, okay, so now, obviously over here, you know, if you look in this chest, you're obviously going to be getting redstone because the redstone block's there, and over here, you're going to be getting emeralds because, you know, there's an emerald block right there. If you now look at the vault, we have a diamond there to show that all of our diamonds are going to be in this vault. So let's quickly add back some lighting into the vault. Now we can just go ahead and place all of our diamonds down in the middle and stack them all up. Oh my, we have a full pile of diamonds. But I also have some spare, so I'm just going to put them all in this chest, so if we actually do need to use any diamonds, we can just use the ones from here. But wow, this just looks so nice. And then we also have this really cool vault door to go with it as well, just to make it look even better. Man, I am happy with this. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this closed for now because there is another room that we need to quickly decorate, and it is the potion brewing room. So for this area, I just want to put all of the stuff that you need to brew potions. So let's put some item frames down, and then let's put all of these in their item frames. And then over here is where I'm going to put the brewing stands. So let's put some barrels down with brewing stands on top. Okay, that's looking pretty nice, but I do have some spare bookshelves, so let's go ahead and put these here. And then over here, I'm going to put another cauldron because if this cauldron runs out of water, I'm going to need a spare. So let's do something like this with the cauldron on top. And finally, let's put an iron bar there. And there we go. We have ourselves our full brewing room. Now, I think it's time that we finally turn these water elevators into actual working water elevators. So to do this, I believe I just need a bunch of kelp. I think all I need to do now is just fill up each water elevator with a bunch of kelp. Okay, so that's the first one done. And that's the second one. Now, if I break this and replace this block with soul sand, it should somehow work. And then for this one, I need to put a magma block. Okay, so this one should pull me all the way to the top, and yes, it does. And then this one should pull me all the way down, and yep, it is working perfectly. We have now fully completed the hidden base. So I'm going to give you guys a full tour. So you go down the secret door, you then then walk all the way down here, take a right to go down the water elevator, then you hop out of the water elevator and you are now in the hidden base. So once you walk out of the water elevator room, you are now in the beacon room, and I just realized something. And that's much better. So to the left of the beacon room, you have the brewing area, which is quite big. Then you come over here to the villager trading area where you have all of the best villagers. And then you come over here to my personal favorite room, storage area, where I keep all of my valuables. And then of course, all the way at the back of this room, you have the diamond vault. Check this out. So there we go. There is the entire hidden base. Now this thing is so cool. I absolutely love this place. But guys, now that we have a new build, I need your help. That's right. We need a name for this place. So comment down below some cool names that you think we should name the hidden base. I'll be putting a sign right there with not only the name, but also the name of the person that suggested that name. And I also just realized, talking of naming things, in the last episode, I asked you guys for some name suggestions of what we should call our brand new pet parrot, and you guys went absolutely crazy with the name suggestions. So the name I decided to go with is Sparky. So I'll put the comment on screen right now of who suggested this name, and for some reason, I really like the name Sparky. So there we go, we have now named our pet parrot Sparky. But now it's time to do something which you guys have been suggesting down below in the comments, and that is for me to get an elytra. So before I head to the end, I'm just gonna make some fireworks ready for when we actually do get the elytra. I'm gonna need a way to get back home. I also only have one piece of steak, so let me grab some more food. Okay, so I've got some delicious bread and also some building blocks, so let's head over to the end portal. All right, let's hop in the end portal. Okay, there's the portal, but I need an ender pearl to get in. So let's just take this enderman out. Let's throw this in like that, and you've got to be kidding me. Wait, what? Okay, that was a complete fail. We need to get another one. Maybe like that. Okay, there we go. Wait, what is going on? Why is there water? Okay, I really have no idea what's going on. But anyway, so this is the end city that I've already looted, so we need to go and find another one. So I think the best thing for me to do is just basically run around and explore until I find one. Also, if I want the elytra, I not only have to find just like a normal end city, but it has to have a ship on it as well. Okay, this is where the blocks come in useful because I'm just gonna breach from island to island. Okay, here we go. Pro gamer move. Let's not mess this up. Let's just, come on. Oh wait, come on. Yes, okay. If I'd messed that up, that could have gone terribly wrong. I found an end city. Oh my, I've been searching for ages. I really hope this thing has a ship. Wait, will I be able to see from here? Wait, I don't know. I'm gonna get some more blocks and head towards it, but from what it looks like, I'm not sure if this thing's gonna have an end ship or not. I'm here and there is no end ship. You've got to be kidding me. I guess we got to keep going. Hold up a second. That's an end ship. Yes. Oh my. I've literally been searching for way too long, but we have finally found one. So let's get under the end ship and let's build directly up. All right, we're almost there. Let's build up and we got to break a piece of obsidian. Okay, perfect. Let's get in. There should be a shulker right there. Let's not get hit by this. There they are. There are the elytras. But before we get the elytra, let's check out what's in these chests. So, okay, that is the worst chest plate ever. The boots aren't that bad. We'll take that. We'll take the iron as well. We'll leave the iron sword and chest plate. In this chest, we have ourselves some, ooh, these are actually really good boots. We'll take the iron as well. And of course, the diamond horse armor. And why not? We'll take the saddle as well. But are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, and boom, there we go. We have finally got ourselves some elytras, guys. I'm so happy right now because elytras just have to be one of the best items. Let's put them on. Let's see what they look like. And oh yeah, take a look at us. We definitely have to enchant these with mending and unbreaking when we get back home. But yes, we finally got some elytras. Let's also put some fireworks in our offhand. And now we can literally fly around this end city. Okay, this is the way that we get home. Let's see if we can perfectly land inside here. And there we go. All right, so now that we're back in the end, let's head home. So let's store away all of our stuff really quickly because what I'm going to do now is just make a bunch of sticks and then trade all of them for some emeralds. And then with these emeralds, I can buy an unbreaking book and also a mending book. Now I need to quickly make another anvil because my anvil that I usually use is actually broken. So let's put this here and then take our elytras off. So now let's add unbreaking to our elytra and also mending to our elytra. So now we basically have elytras that will never break. And guys, comment down below some name suggestions of what I should call my elytras as well. Also, another thing I'm just going to quickly do is put all of my spare pickaxes in a shulker box because I just don't need them in my inventory all the time. Now guys, not only do we have ourselves this really cool hidden base, we also have ourselves an elytra. So I think it's time we get into the next episode. In this episode of Hardcore Minecraft, I'm going to be getting 1000 XP levels, which is an extremely challenging task. Oh, and if that's not crazy enough, I'm also going to spend all 1000 levels on enchanting books to become the most overpowered player in the history of Minecraft. So, welcome back to another episode. Now, I'm very excited for this episode because it's the first full episode that I have an elytra. I got this elytra in the last episode, so make sure you go and watch that. If you don't, well, this little turtle here will disappear. I'm just kidding, guys, but seriously, we are going to be doing something absolutely crazy today because we are going to be getting 1,000 XP levels. So to make this more challenging, I'm going to go all the way back down to level 0. So to do this, I'm going to take some lapis, make a ton of wooden pickaxes, and now all I need to do is just waste all of my XP levels on enchanting wooden pickaxes. Here we go. As soon as we enchant this pickaxe, we will be set back down to level 0. And boom. For some reason, it is really weird being back down at level 0. Anyway, though, it is now time to begin our journey to level 1,000. So seeing as I need a bunch of XP to get to level 1,000, the first thing I want to try is mining a full shulker box of quartz ore. Mining nether quartz is a pretty good way of getting XP, and I think mining an entire shulker box of quartz is definitely going to give us a bunch of levels. So let's do this. And there we go. We have an entire shulker box filled with quartz ore. So I guess all I have to do now is place all of it down. Let's just go ahead and do this. There we go. So I've placed down all of the quartz. All I need to do now is get a different pickaxe to mine all of this with. Also, can we just take a second to realize just how much quartz this actually is? Anyway, though, let's mine all of this and see just how much XP we can get. I have finished mining all of the quartz, and you guys are probably thinking, you know, after mining all of that, I've got to be at least, what, like level 100, maybe even more? Well, 52. I mined an entire shulker box of quartz to only get 52 levels. I really did expect to get way more XP levels than that, but you know what? It's okay, because this next plan that I have to get XP, trust me guys, this method is about to get me hundreds of XP levels. And the method that I'm going to use is my Enderman farm. Wait, this Enderman's angry at me. I have no idea why that Enderman was angry at me, but anyway, we're here at the Enderman XP farm, and now if this thing cannot get us to a level 1,000, then I don't know what will, because this farm is a beast. I mean, just take a look at this. The amount of XP that we get from this thing is just absolutely crazy. Look, just from that, we get all of this. So let's get to work using the Enderman farm and hope that it can get us to level 1,000. Alright guys, level 99, and let's go. Level 100, just another 900 levels to go. Alright, so we are now level 200. Now, the thing is, the Enderman farm was working really, really well, but as you can see, the higher levels that we are getting, the more difficult it is to actually level up. So, what I think I have to do now is go ahead and research and try and find a way better XP farm than the Enderman farm. Okay, gamers, so some big brain research has been done, and I've found out that the farm I need to build to get level 1,000 is some sort of zombie pigman farm that not only produces thousands of gold, but even more importantly, millions and millions of XP, which is exactly what we need. So I guess let's gather all of the materials we need and build this thing. Okay, now all I have to do is craft some grindstones, make some trapdoors, make some chests, and finally make some hoppers. So I now have everything to build this XP farm. But the only problem is I need to build this XP farm in the Nether, and I need some more shulker boxes if I want to transfer everything over. So I should probably head into the end and search for some shulkers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 12, come on, 18, 20, 23, and 24. Okay, we can now build all of these shulker boxes and start moving everything that we need over to the Nether. Here we go. So I've loaded up all of the shulker boxes with everything that we need to build this XP farm. So let's head to the Nether. This XP farm needs to be built on the Nether roof, and I'm kind of scared to go up there because there is a chance that I could get stuck up there forever. But I guess if we want to get level 1,000, we have to take the risk. Now, in this shulker box, I've put everything that I need to not only get on top of the Nether roof, but also to get back down. First thing that I have to do is make a ladder all the way up to this piece of bedrock, and then if I throw an ender pearl like this, There we go. Now all I need to do is break this piece of bedrock. So I think I need to place a piston like this and a piece of TNT. And then I have to place a piece of obsidian there. And I think another piece of TNT. Then a trapdoor and a lever. So now this should work. I really hope this works. So let's do this. I have to do everything super, super quick. So let's just go for it. I have to press the lever, do this, and then just spam my mouse button like this. Come on, and... it didn't work. Guys, honestly, I'm getting kind of scared because if I fail this another 2 times, then I'm just going to be stuck on the nether roof for the rest of the series. Yeah, we better not mess up. All right, here we go. Let's just do this. And come on, come on, come on. And yes! So we can now go ahead and start working on the farm itself. I think that is now everything ready. We have all of the stuff that we need in all of these shulker boxes. So let's just go ahead and get to work. Alright, so we are making pretty good progress so far. So what I've built at the bottom is a storage area to collect all of the gold. And then up here is the platform that I'll stand on to get all of the XP when this farm's up and running. Now, luckily for us, building all of this is the hard part out the way. All I have to do now is place a ton of glass blocks and magma blocks. And then once I've done that, that is the spawn platforms complete and we should be able to use this farm. And all of the glass has been placed, so now all I have to do is begin placing down these magma blocks so I can give the piglins some space to spawn. And placing thousands of magma blocks can't be that bad, right? Okay, maybe I was wrong. So all of the spawning platforms are now done, and as you can see, they are working really, really well because there is just an absolute ton of zombie pigmen spawning. Now, the only thing that I have to do now to finish this farm is just add a few finishing touches. The first thing that I have to add is a bunch of trapdoors all around the sides of these spawning platforms. All of the trapdoors are now in position, which means we can do the final thing to complete this farm, and that is to bring a zombie pigman to each corner of the farm. Come on, and perfect. Okay, we have another pigman. Let's send this one over to that corner. Let's try and break the minecart. Perfect. And we'll give this zombie pigman some gold boots. So there you go, buddy. Finally, the last zombie pigman is now in position. So I think it's about time that we get level 1000. So the way that this farm works is as soon as I hit one of those zombie pigmen with my bow and arrow, all of them will come charging towards me, fall down here and get trapped in the minecarts. The minecarts will take out all of the zombie pigmen, giving me all of their XP and also gold. I have no idea if this thing works, so there's only one way to find out, and let's do this. Okay, so, oh, this is the most terrifying thing that I think I've ever seen. All of these zombie pigmen charging towards me. It's working, and just take a look at my XP bar. Look how fast this thing is moving up, and I literally have to do nothing. Like, I don't even have to do a thing, and the XP just keeps flowing in. This is so overpowered. Anyway, though, let's just sit here for a while and keep an eye on our levels. I've been using the farm for quite some time, and we are about to hit level 700, which is well over halfway to level 1000. The craziest thing about all of this is that when I hit level 1000, I am going to be spending every single level on enchanting. So I'm pretty excited to see just the amount of things that I'm going to be able to enchant. Anyway, though, we have like another 300 levels to go until we're at level 1000. And as you can see from my XP bar, it is moving pretty slowly. So I'll be back when we're super close to hitting level 1000. Come on, come on, come on. Level 996. Here we go, level 997, only 3 more levels to go. Our XP goes up so slowly, but it doesn't matter because we're level 998. Only 2 more levels to go. Here we go, we're about to be level 999, and there it is. You know, this has taken millions of XP, and I cannot believe we are about to do it. We're now officially 1 level away from level 1000. This is... I am absolutely speechless right now. And the moment that we've all been waiting for. Yes! Yes! They said it couldn't be done, but we have done it. Level 1000. Guys, this has taken forever. We failed with the quartz. We failed with the enderman. But We did it with this pigman farm. Now it's time to spend all 1,000 levels on enchanting books to get some of the most overpowered enchantments, because we are going to be able to enchant so many books. Let's get out of this thing. We have done it. Just take a look at that. Level 1,000. Just looking at this is honestly just so strange. It's crazy. Like, that is literally level 1,000. That is 1,000 XP levels. That is millions and millions of XP that it took to get here. It is nice to be back home. And how could I forget about my pet parrot, Sparky? Sparky, bro, I just hit level 1,000. How crazy is that? Oh, well, I thought you would be a little bit more excited than that. But anyway, though, it's now the most exciting part. Hey! Get out of here, phantoms. Anyway, as I was saying, let's spend all 1,000 of our levels. Now, seeing as I wanted to use all 1,000 of my levels on enchanting books, I decided that I wanted to build some sort of library to store all of the books in when I had them. So I gathered a bunch of resources like brick, andesite, bookshelves, and even some nether quartz. Then, once I had collected all of the resources, I began building this library. Now, I didn't want this thing to be too big, seeing as it was going to be going on my island, but I also needed it big enough to fit a bunch of books. Now, building this thing took some time, but once I was done with the outside of this build, I was still not finished. Now, all we need to do to finish the library is just complete the interior. So let's just place an absolute ton of bookshelves. All right, now that we have all the bookshelves down, let's put some item frames on top, and this is where we can actually store some of the books that we get enchanted. I'm definitely going to need more space than just the item frames, so let's put some barrels down as well. What I think I'm going to do is put all of the best enchanted books in the item frames and then put all of the rest inside of the barrels. So now that we have built the library, let's spend all of our levels. I've also just realized that the library looks, a little bit out of place. Oh, and one more thing before we spend all of our 1,000 levels, comment down below some name suggestions of what we should call this library. I'll pick one of your guys' name suggestions in the next video and put a sign right there with not only the name that you've chosen, but also your name as well. And talking of naming things, I asked you guys for some name suggestions of what we should call our secret base in the last episode, and well, I have chosen a name. The name I decided to go with is the Diamond Dome. I'll put the comment on screen and everything like that. Now, the reason I like the name, the Diamond Dome, is well, because not only do we have a diamond beacon, but also... yeah, we got a lot of diamonds down here. Now that we have all that out of the way, it is time to spend all of our levels. So I have all of my shulker boxes to help store all of the enchanted books, seeing as there is going to be an absolute ton of them. And in this shulker box, I have brought a ton of books and also a bunch of lapis as well. So let's just take some of this and let's start enchanting. So this may take a while, and also we could end up getting some really good books. So, I mean, some of them are going to be really bad, like just protection 3, but some of them may be... okay, I was hoping that would be a bit better, but smite 4 is not that good. Also, I just have to say how sad it is to see all 1,000 levels go. I mean, we're already down to level 940 this quickly, and you know what? It's kind of sad because having level 1,000 was pretty cool. Okay, so here's the first shulker filled with all of the enchanted books, and honestly, there's nothing too great in here apart from maybe this book with Unbreaking 3 and Sharpness 4. Okay, so here's the second shulker box filled with enchanted books, and I can already tell that having all of these enchanted books is going to be so useful in the future because I'm getting random books like Aqua Affinity, and at some point, I'm probably going to want these enchants, so I think it's going to be really useful to just have them laying around. And the reason I'm not just going to be enchanting pickaxes and tools is because I have really overpowered villagers, which I can just buy all of those things from anyway, so yeah. Let's keep enchanting. Ooh! Protection 3, Smite, Power, and Piercing. It's not the best, but that is still really good. Infinity, I actually might put that on my bow. I have wanted Infinity on my bow for a while now, so we finally have it. I'm really surprised at the amount of just good enchanted books that we're getting because we have so many Unbreaking 3s, Sharpness 4s. I don't know if I'm ever going to need to trade for any books again with my villagers because I'm getting so many good enchants by just doing this. I've also just realized that my helmet doesn't have Aqua Affinity, so you know what? Let's just find this book right here, and let's give our helmet Aqua Affinity. Also, I saw your guys' comments, and yes, I will call my elytra flying through. Wow, just take a look at the amount of enchanted books that we have. I don't think I'm ever going to need a new enchanted book ever again. We have so many feather falling books, we have so many unbreaking books, and just so much more. Now, instead of enchanting the final few books that we can do, I have a way better idea. I'm going to take a bunch of the really good books and just combine them all together. So now we have things like Efficiency 5, Sharpness Unbreaking, Unbreaking, Efficiency Silk Touch Unbreaking. So what I'm going to do with all of these really good books is put these ones all in item frames. And then we can go ahead and put all of the other books inside of the barrels. There we go. So all of the enchanted books are now inside of the library. We pretty much have an infinite amount of enchanted books now. So if you've ever wondered the amount of enchantments that you can do with level 1000, well, now you know. I've also just realized we're not quite at level 0 yet. So let's spend our last 3 levels very wisely. Now, to spend our final enchantment level, I'm going to change the name of this enchanted golden apple to level 1000. Now, this golden apple is officially a symbol of what we have accomplished. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, let's grab some of my valuables, and... oh, I have absolutely nothing. I should probably go mining. In this episode of Hardcore Minecraft, I'm going to mine 10,000 ores to become extremely rich. But before we fill up these shulker boxes with 10,000 ores, we first have to make a place to go mining. I'm thinking we build some sort of cave entrance over here, so let's just... okay, this is everything that I need to build the mine, so let's just mine a small chunk out of the ground, add some ores, and some spiky bits for decoration, I guess, the mine entrance itself, a blast furnace area, and finally a moving minecart with a chest inside for some extra storage. Alright, this is looking nice, but it doesn't take me underground. Let's change that. And just like that, we are fully finished and ready to mine. Now, to obtain 10,000 ores, I'm going to try 4 different mining methods to see which one is the best way to mine. So, method 1, I'm just going to explore caves. For method 2, I'm going to try strip mining. Then for method 3, I'm going to be getting ores from the Nether. And finally, for method 4, I'm going to be beacon mining underground with haste 2. So, seeing as I need a beacon, let's head to a Nether fortress and get some wither skeleton heads. Alright, we are at the Nether fortress. Now, the question is, can we get ourselves a wither skull from our first wither skeleton? And... no. No, we can't. Okay, so I'm trying to get some wither skeleton skulls, and take a look at this. Is this amount of wither skeletons normal? Because I have never seen this amount in my life. This is absolutely crazy. Like, take a look at this. There's like hundreds. Okay, I just took all of them out and I didn't get a single wither skeleton skull. You've got to be kidding me. Come on, and... oh, we actually got one. Hey, stay back. So we have our first wither skeleton skull. Only 2 more to go. Okay, there's 4 wither skeletons here. Surely one of you guys have to drop one. Yes, we got our second one. Now, I doubt any of these guys are going to drop one, but we can still try. No way! I just got back-to-back wither skeleton skulls. You know what? I will take that. We now have 3 wither skeleton skulls. Okay, I guess let's head home and fight the wither and get ourselves a beacon. So let's just go ahead and spawn in the wither just like this. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not actually going to spawn up here. But what I am going to do is spawn it down here. Now, as you can see, I've prepared a straight line that I can run down for if the wither gets too close. I also added the infinity enchantment onto our bow in the last episode, so hopefully that should help us here. And we're good to go. So let's do this. Okay, here we go. As soon as it spawns in, I'm just going to shoot my bow an absolute ton. So let's just keep on shooting our bow just like this, and look at the amount of damage this thing does. I always get scared to fight the wither, and then I realize that our bow is just so overpowered. And come on, boom, just like that we have defeated the wither. Now we're okay. There's the nether star, so we can now craft ourselves this beacon just like that. And although we don't need to use this beacon until the final mining method, it's just a good thing to get out of the way so we can focus on mining. And I've also just remembered that I only have 2 silk touch pickaxes, and seeing as I'm silk touching 10,000 doors, I am definitely going to be needing more than just 2 silk touch pickaxes. So let's make 2 fresh diamond pickaxes, upgrade both of them to netherite pickaxes. Now we can head inside the library to try and find some silk touch books. Here's 1, and here is 2. Let's also grab another efficiency book. Now finally, let's put this pickaxe in here and combine it with this book to get ourselves efficiency, silk touching, and unbreaking. And then let's give this pickaxe efficiency 5 unbreaking and also a silk touch book as well. So now that we have everything ready, the last thing I'm going to do before I fill up all of these shulker boxes with 10,000 ores is quickly go ahead and color code all of my shulker boxes. Just like this. And then I'm going to just name each shulker box after what method they are going to be used for. For example, these 2 shulker boxes will be filled with ores that I get from exploring caves. These 2 shulker boxes will be filled with ores that I get from strip mining, and so on. So let's head down to our mining area and begin mining 10,000 ores. And the first mining method is exploring caves, so let's find one. Alright, so we have found ourselves our first cave, and although it's not very big, it does have a mine shaft. But of course, before we explore the mine shaft, let's begin silk touching our first ores. Hold up just a second. I have never seen iron ore placed like this in... wait, what is that? Guys, I have no idea what I'm looking at right now. Is that a raw piece of iron? That's a block of raw iron. I had no idea you could find those underground. That is the weirdest thing I have ever seen. I mean, I'll take it. It definitely brings us closer to 10,000 ores, but this is just so weird. We have got ourselves our first diamond ore, and I'm pretty sure it's just one piece. Yeah, it's just one diamond ore by itself. I should also probably explore this mine shaft, although it could be pretty dangerous. Ooh, so it seems that this mine shaft is connected to this giant cave, which is perfect, seeing as we need to explore caves to get ores for this method. So what I think I'm going to do is just go around this massive cave and mine every single ore that I can see. Let's do this. Now, this cave was absolutely huge and filled with valuables. I mean, everything was going great and I was mining pretty peacefully. That was until, for some reason, an absolute ton of mobs spawned and I had seriously no idea why. Why is there so many mobs spawning? Well, that was fun. On the bright side, at least I found some axolotls. I have been exploring caves and mining for absolutely ages. So let's just quickly grab these diamonds and finally pick up these pieces of redstone. So if I've done the maths correctly, we should be able to move on to the next method of mining, which is of course strip mining. In this shulker box, we have pretty much filled it up, and this is just all of the ores that we have got from exploring caves. Just take a look at that. And let's also not forget about this shulker box as well. So in both of these shulker boxes combined, there is over 2,500 ores, which means we are now a quarter of the way there to getting 10,000 ores. But now that we're done with exploring caves, let's move on to strip mining. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and say this is definitely the method where we're going to find the most diamonds, because I am mining at diamond level, and would you look at that, we've already found some diamonds. Now, I have a lot of strip mining to do, so let's get to work. Ooh, our pickaxe is getting really, really low, but being a pro Minecrafter, I always bring backups. And just like this, we can get a fresh pickaxe and boom. But also real quick, this is the progress that I've made while strip mining, and it's actually not bad. We have found like almost a stack of diamonds already, but we have quite a long way to go, so let's keep going. Now, guys, I don't know if you know this, but mining in a straight line for just ages, it's not the most fun thing to do. But, I need the resources, so I really don't have much of a choice. You know, the only thing keeping me mining at this point is just imagining the amount of valuables we're about to get with all of this when I finally get to mine it with my fortune pickaxe. What am I doing? It has taken forever, but we have finished the strip mining method, and in total, we have ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have almost 9 stacks of diamond ore. And if we combine everything that we have gotten from the strip mining method and also the exploring caves method, we have in total 5,000 ores. Now, before we finish this off and get 10,000 ores, I want to make my way back home so that I can make a place ready to smelt all of the 10,000 ores when I get them. So what I'm going to do is build a giant furnace right here. And then inside of the giant furnace, I can have an auto-smelter, which will be able to smelt thousands of ores extremely quickly. Now, to make this giant furnace, I'm going to need to collect a bunch of gravel and also quite a lot of sand. And then I also need a bunch of stone, a few pieces of wool, and finally some clay. So this is everything that we need to make a giant furnace. The only thing I need to quickly make now is just some concrete. So let's make some gray concrete, some red concrete, yellow concrete, orange concrete, some light gray wool, and finally some light gray concrete. And to make sure that I'm doing a good job of building a giant furnace, I'm going to put a normal one right here so I know what to build. So to start things off, I'm just going to go ahead and flatten out this area. Okay, let's start on the build over here. I have really no idea of how this thing's going to turn out. I mean, I think we're doing a pretty good job so far. You know what? I'm actually pretty surprised. I don't think it looks that bad. I mean, it's really hard to make it look exactly like a normal furnace, but you know what? I think I've done a pretty good job. Now, what I want to do for this bottom bit of the furnace down here is actually make it look like this furnace is turned on. So I'm going to grab some orange, red, and yellow concrete, and I'm going to try my best to make it look like this furnace is being used just like you would see on a regular furnace. Wow, that just makes it look 10 times better. I'm gonna leave this part of the furnace open because inside of there is where I want to build the auto-smelter. But for now though, let's go around the furnace just like this and fill the rest of it in. Now let's just build the room inside of the furnace where the auto-smelter is going to go. Now luckily for us, building an auto-smelter is really easy because it requires no redstone to set up. So let's just quickly put everything into place. Now let's just put these hopper minecarts down. These will help just put everything into the furnaces for us. And let's finish off the back of the room just like this. All right, so the auto smelter is all finished and there is a drought here for some reason. So let me show you guys how this works. So say for example, I want to smelt this sand. I go ahead and put that in the top chest. And as you can see, the hopper minecarts are picking it up. And then I do the exact same thing for the coal. And then I press this lever. And as you can see, the hopper minecarts put everything inside of the furnaces. And then we leave the auto smelter for a little bit of time. And then as you can see, everything that has been smelted pops out in this chest. So when the time comes to smelt 10,000 ores, this auto smelter should do it really, really fast. But for now though, it's time to get back to mining. And our third method is of course mining ores in the Nether. Now this is definitely the easiest way to get ores. And the reason that I really wanted to do this method is because when I mine all of this quartz with my fortune pickaxe, the amount of XP that we are going to get is insane. And even this gold ore right here is really, really useful for gold. Ooh, look at the amount of ores that there are over here. I'll take all of this. Now there is a bastion right here and I really don't know whether it's just worth risking everything to go and explore it because as you can see, there are just a ton of pigmen. This is going to be so risky, but you know what? I'm going to do it. Now I think we'll be okay as long as we don't find a piglin brute because those things can seriously do some damage. Okay, let's just be very careful. Let's take you out. Okay, so there is a chest right here. Let's just make sure we are all good to go ahead and loot it. I'm just going to block off all of these entrances. All right, let's see what we get. And, oh, okay, look at that. We have some iron, some golden carrots. For the first chest that we found, that's pretty good loot. All right, let's just go over here and, okay, so I found another chest. Let's just block this one off as well. And, oh, we got pig step. I'm pretty sure this music disc is really rare. Let's go. That's the only good thing from this chest, but I will take that. That is the first pig step that I have found. Okay, let's head into the middle of this thing. And there is a chest in the middle which has a gold block. Let's go. I think there's probably one more chest. I'm just going to go ahead and look. And also, let's not forget to grab this gold block. I'll take that. Okay, I think that may be the last chest over there. Let's go. I don't think there's any piglins over here, so let's quickly check inside here. We have another gold block. And you know what? I don't think there's anything else really good in this chest. Oh, no. There's a piglin brute. There's a piglin brute. Okay, let's go. Let's get out of here. You know what? I am not risking it because those things are the absolute worst. Did you guys just see how much damage that just did? Now, I think I've looted every chest, but even if there is one more that I haven't looted, I don't care. I'm not going back in there because I really do not want to deal with a piglin brute. You know what, though? Let's just get back to mining ores because right now we have around about 5,000 ores and we have another 5,000 to go. So let's just fly around the Nether and get all of the ores that we need. And just like that, we have all of the nether ores that we need. So we have all of the quartz and all of the gold. But even more importantly, our total amount of ores is now at 7,500, which of course means we only have one method of mining left to do, and this next mining method is about to be the most satisfying one out of them all, because well, the next mining method is mining with a beacon. And in case you're wondering why this is about to be so satisfying, well, let me show you. But first, I sort of have to borrow these diamond blocks from this beacon because I don't have enough blocks to build another one. So let's move the beacon down here, and then of course, let's give the beacon haste 2. Okay, now this is the reason this mining method is about to be the most fun and most satisfying. I could do this all day. And you can already see that it's a really good way of getting ores because we not only have some lapis, but also some coal. And I'm pretty sure this is some of the first coal ore that we have got so far because all of the other mining methods have required us to mine quite deep underground. So yeah, we should be able to get some coal ore from this method. Oh, we've also stumbled onto some gold as well. And of course, some iron. Also, guys, another thing that I've just realized about this method is that we're just going to have giant chunks mined out of the ground. Anyway, though, as I said earlier, we have 7,500 ores so far. So let's go ahead and get the final 2,500 ores that we need to get up to 10,000 ores. Let's do this. Okay, so this is how much we have mined of this place, and it is just looking destroyed. And hold on just a second. Did I really walk past some diamonds without realizing? How many have we got here? We have 1, 2. And is there any more hidden behind? And yes, there's another 2 here. So in total, 4 diamonds that I completely missed. Now, I'm going to be honest. This method has really surprised me. I didn't expect it to be that good, but I seriously cannot stop finding ores. Anyway, though, let's check on the progress so far. So if we put all of these ores in this shulker box, we have almost 1 full shulker box. So we're making really, really good progress. And we have just found an amethyst geode. That has to be one of the most satisfying things you can do in Minecraft. Okay, let's not get too distracted because we are so close to filling up the first shulker box for the beacon mining method. Okay, so I've been mining for a little while and we have successfully filled up the first beacon mining shulker box. And we've also made a little bit of progress on the second shulker box here. So I think we only need around about 9 or 10 more stacks of ores until we have reached our final goal of 10,000 ores. Let's get back to mining and let's hit that 10,000 mark. These pieces of copper should be the final ores that we need to bring us over the 10,000 mark. And from what it looks like, this is a giant vein of copper. So yeah, I'm thinking this may be the last amount of ores that we need until we hit 10,000. You know what? I'm going to make these last diamonds the final ores that we mine. So let's grab these and check if we're over the 10,000 mark. So let's put these shulker boxes down. And now let's place in all of the ores that we just mined. So there it is. If we go ahead and combine all of our shulker boxes, just like this, we are now at 10,000 ores. So if you guys ever want to know what 10,000 ores looks like, well, it looks something like this. We just have so much diamond ore, so much iron, gold, redstone, lapis. Honestly, I don't think we're going to need to go mining again for a very long time because this is a serious amount of ores. And also, we're going to be getting way more than just what's in these shulker boxes because I'm going to be using my fortune pickaxe, which will obviously give us more than one of each ore. But I just can't believe what I'm looking at right now because this is just so many ores. But now for the part that we've all been waiting for, I'm going to go ahead and stack all of these ores on top of each other and then go ahead and mine every single one. But before we do that, I should probably bring back this beacon. Alright, so we are back home and ready to mine all 10,000 ores. But really quickly, before I do anything, I need your guys' help naming this mine because we built this mine at the start of the video, but I completely forgot to ask you guys for what we should go ahead and name this new mining area. So make sure you guys comment down below some name suggestions. And of course, I'll be putting a sign right here with not only your name, but also the name that you suggest. And speaking of names, I asked you guys in the last episode to give some name suggestions of what we should call our brand new library, and I have gone ahead and chosen one. Now, the name that I have chosen is the Leveling Library. I'll go ahead and put the comment on screen and everything like that. I really think that this name suits the build, but as always, thank you guys all so much for the name suggestions. But now the time is here to finally place down all 10,000 ores and also mine them. So what I'm going to do is place all of the ores on top of this furnace. I think it will look really cool, but even more importantly, I'm definitely going to need to set up a beacon down here because mining these ores is going to take absolutely ages and hopefully having a beacon will make it much quicker. Okay, so we have the beacon in place. Let's just go ahead and give it haste 2. And then the final thing that I'm just going to quickly do is put a bunch of chests inside of the furnace so I have a place to store all of the valuables when I mine them. Now, having all of these chests here is going to make everything so much easier because when I have all of like my iron and gold and everything in these chests, I can just move them over into these chests and smelt everything super quickly. Anyway, let's get into the most exciting part of all of this, and that is placing down all of the ores and then mining them. Now, one thing that I know for sure is that this is going to take me absolutely ages because there is 10,000 ores here and placing down 10,000 blocks, well, I just know it's going to take a while. So I think I'm just going to start by placing down all of the nether quartz, and then the higher up that we go in the pile, the rarer the ores become. So yeah, to start with, let's just get all of the nether quartz down. This is all of the nether quartz, so let's move on to placing the nether gold ore. So now that we've placed down all of the nether ores, seeing as the higher up we're getting, the more valuable all of the ores are going to become, I think next would be a pretty good idea to start placing down all of the copper. And when I say there is a lot of copper, I seriously mean there is a lot of copper, so I have a lot of placing to do. That's all of the copper placed down, so let's move on to coal. And we can now move on to redstone. Okay, we're almost done with the redstone, and boom, we can now move on to lapis. That's all of the lapis done, so we can now place down all of the iron. Now, before I go ahead and place down all of the gold and diamonds, just take a look at the progress we have made so far. This is looking crazy. And the thing that I really like is that all of the ores are placed on top of a giant furnace, and for some reason, that just makes it look way cooler. Anyway, though, we are now down to the last 2 ores that we have to place, and that is gold and then diamonds. So I'm going to place down all of the gold first, and then finally we'll put the diamonds on top, and then we're going to go through and mine everything. So let me grab the rest of this gold, and I think that should be everything. So let's get to placing all of the gold. And oh, there is a creeper up here. Let's get rid of this. It's now finally time to place down all of the diamonds. And once we have done this, that is all of the ores placed down. So let's do this. All right, guys, check this out. Here is all of the 10,000 ores placed down. Now, after we mine this, we are going to become so rich, and we probably won't have to mine again for a very, very long time because the amount of just valuables I'm going to get out of this is going to be insane. I mean, just take a look at the amount of diamonds that are up there. Take a look at the amount of gold, iron, like, there's just so much stuff. So I guess let's just begin mining all 10,000 ore, and let's start off with the diamonds. Right, here we go. Starting off with the diamonds. Now, I am really interested to see how many diamonds we're actually going to get from this. And just to make sure, yep, okay, so we are using our fortune pickaxe. Here we go. So we're already at a stack of diamonds, which means I'm just going to take a guess and say that we're probably going to end up with about maybe, I don't know, like 10 to 15 stacks of diamonds. Who knows? I could be really far off because, I mean, we've just hit our second stack, which means that I may be a little off because, yep, we've just hit our third stack of diamonds. Now, having the haste 2 beacon is definitely making this fast, but with deep slate, it doesn't actually make it that much faster. Anyway, though, let's keep going, and I'll make sure to keep updating you guys with the amount of diamonds that I'm getting. Okay, and that is the first layer of diamonds destroyed, and we have ourselves 6 stacks of diamonds so far, and we have another 2 layers of diamonds to go. Okay, this is the second layer of diamonds done, and we have ourselves 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have almost 13 stacks of diamonds, and we have 1 more layer of diamonds left. Oh, actually, we have a little bit more than 1 layer of diamonds left because there's some diamonds under here that I actually forgot about as well. So we're definitely going to get over 15 stacks of diamonds. My guess is very wrong. We are now down to the final few pieces of diamond ore, and there we go. So in total, we got ourselves around about, okay, we've almost got a full shulker box of diamonds. So that's almost 26 stacks of diamonds right there. So let's take all of these diamonds into the furnace and just store them in the chest for now. And let's head back to the top and begin mining the gold layer. Okay, so I've just finished mining all of the gold, and in total we have just over half a double chest filled with gold. So half a double chest of diamonds and then just over half a double chest of raw gold. But you know what though, we have still a lot more mining to do, so let's move on to mining the iron. So we are now done mining all of the iron, so let's head into the furnace. So in total, we have ourselves almost a full double chest of iron. Now, this is going to come in so useful because I'm always using iron. And hold up a second, why is there a wandering trader just on my beacon? What trades have you got? These have to be some of the worst trades that I've ever seen. I mean, come on, a bucket of pufferfish. Anyway, though, it's time to mine all of the lapis. So I'm about to be done with the lapis layer, and the problem is that I've been mining so much lapis that I've literally had to turn it into lapis blocks. I mean, is it possible to have too much lapis? But anyway, let's put all of this inside of this chest, and wow, that is a lot of lapis right there. So now I believe we are on to mining the redstone layer. So I think we're about halfway down. And we are almost done with the redstone layer. There we go. And I'm gonna have to turn all of the pieces of redstone into redstone blocks because, yeah, we have a lot of redstone. So let's move all of the redstone into this chest and boom. Now let's mine all of the coal. So I finished mining all of the coal, and this is the amount that we got. Now it is time to mine the final 3 layers. We have the quartz, we have the nether gold ore, and we have the copper. I've also just realized we're level 72, so I'm hoping that the nether quartz down there is going to be able to get us above level 100. Anyway, let's mine all of this copper. Mining copper ore with a fortune pickaxe gives you so much copper, so I'm doing the same thing I had to do for the lapis and redstone, and I'm turning all of it into raw blocks of copper. So let's go ahead and take all of the blocks of copper down into these chests, just like this, and I think it's safe to say that I'm definitely not going to be running out of copper anytime soon. I'm going to be able to do so many things with all of these valuables, like with all of this iron, the amount of farms that I'll be able to build and stuff like that, and with all of this redstone, I'll be able to build some really cool redstone contraptions, and I mean, I can even get a second diamond beacon now if I wanted to. But anyway, we are down to this layer right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and mine all of this at once because it's all of the ores that we got from the nether. So you know what? Let's go ahead and finish mining all 10,000 ores. So we have mined all 10,000 ores. As you can see, there's nothing left on top of the furnace. So let's go ahead and double check over everything that we got from mining 10,000 ores. So to start things off, we got half a double chest of diamonds. We then almost got a full chest of gold. We pretty much got a full double chest of iron. And then down in this chest, we got a bunch of lapis and redstone blocks. I had to turn them into blocks because there is just seriously a lot of lapis and redstone in this chest. And then over here, we have all of the stuff from the nether ores. So all of the gold, all of the nether quartz. And then last but not least, we got ourselves a ton of copper, and we also got a little bit of coal as well. So I'm going to put some coal into this chest. I'm going to start smelting all of the gold and the iron, so let's flick on the auto-smelter. We have a ton of stuff to smelt, but the auto-smelter will be able to smelt all of this extremely quickly. So I'm going to wait for this auto-smelt in the giant furnace, and I'll see you guys in the next one. In this episode of Hardcore Minecraft, I'm going to be making one of the most overpowered raid farms that produces thousands of totems of undying. And when I get all of these totems, I am going to be doing something very, very, very risky. Now, I haven't even done one raid yet, so let's just... Aha. So now that we have Bad Omen, let's do this raid. Okay, that should be the end of the raid, and yes, we've done it. That took forever. All right, we can finally check how many totems we got from that, and 4. We did all of that for 4 totems. That's it. I'm building my own infinite totem farm. Now, to build a totem farm, I won't need that many materials, right? Oh, maybe we should start gathering everything. So to build this totem farm, we are going to need a bunch of stone. We are also going to need to gather up a ton of wood, also a bunch of ice, and finally, we need to collect some sand. And now we can craft the final things we need. So here is everything that we need to build one of the best raid farms. So let's get to work. Okay, so the first thing that we have to do is find a giant ocean to build this raid farm. Yeah, this ocean is definitely going to be perfect to build this raid farm, and this spot is looking just a little bit safer. So let's begin building. So the first thing that we need to do to build this raid farm is we actually need to place a bed right about here. Now that we have the bed in position, we have to build up 20 blocks. Just like this. And now we can remove all of the temporary building blocks. And now that we're left with this one block here, we can put a soul sand here, a fence here, and then a block here. And then we can put a pressure plate on this fence, and then 2 blocks here. And then finally, we can put a block here and break this one. And now that this is all in position, we have to do something I absolutely hate, and that is redstone. Hopefully, we don't get any malfunctions with this redstone. Okay, you've got to be kidding me. Why is it raining? So the first part of the farm is now done, and I have no idea if it works. So what should happen is that when I stand on this block, I should get pushed all the way to the top of the farm, and then when I reach the top, I should get pushed all the way back down again. So let's test this out, and we get pushed all the way up, and yes, we get pushed all the way back down automatically. Okay, let's go. It all works perfectly. So let's continue building. So next, what we have to do is place a stone brick here and here with one on top, so we can break this one, and then now we can place this stone brick here, add a trapdoor right here, and then let's point an observer in that direction, and that observer is looking kind of sad. Anyway, let's place a repeater and a lever, and then next to where we put the lever, we can put 2 trapdoors just like this. All of this redstone is looking super messy, but we just have to trust the process. Let's now make a little staircase down to the other side. Now, at the bottom of this staircase, we can start building a little storage area. Now, this is where all of the totems and all of the items will go into. We will definitely have to extend this later because we're going to have so many totems. So now all of the storage chests are in position. We just want to go ahead and put some hoppers on top of these chests. Now, on top of these hoppers, we want to place down a cake and also a rail. Now, this cake is very important, so even if you're really hungry, just don't eat this thing. Okay, that was just a terrible joke. Anyway, let's put a hopper minecart on top of that rail. Now, let's just place 2 blocks on top of this cake with a piston like this. And then we have to try and push this block into the minecart. So let's put a lever here and boom. Okay, and now we can break all of this. So now that there is a block in that minecart, we just have to place a glass block on each side. And then let's put down 2 sticky pistons. Now, from this bottom piston, we just have to expand out by 3 and then place a block on the top. So it should look like that. Perfect. Now, the reason we just put these blocks down is so we can put some redstone on them. Now, above the water elevator, we have to put down some chests. Now we have to get on top of these chests because we need to place down 4 fences above the cake. And then next to these fences, we add some glass like this. And then let's also put some glass down on the other side. And now that I have all of this glass in position, I'm just going to go ahead and build up with some glass here because we need to extend all of this really high up into the sky. So let's just go ahead and do that. Now, what I'm building right here is where all of the pillagers will fall down. So now that we're up in the sky, we have to make a little platform just like this. Now let's go up 3 blocks like this and build a wall all around the platform that we've just built. Now I need to come down here here and place a fence gate. So all of the pillagers that spawn into the raid will all fall down this hole. We now just have to build the area for them to spawn in. But quickly before we do, we also have to place down a water bucket to push them all down the hole. Now let's get to building in the spawning platforms. So let's start by surrounding all of this with stone bricks, just like this. And I also have to make sure that the wall that I'm building around all of this is 3 blocks high. All right, this is looking pretty good. So now all of the pillagers will fall down into this hole, but what we have to quickly do is just place a bunch of fence gates and make sure all of them are open. Now to make sure everything goes down into the middle, we just have to place some water buckets on every single corner. Let's now place glass on top of all of the stone brick and make sure that that is 2 blocks high. Okay, we are almost finished. So what we have to do now is place down just 1 layer of ice. All right, this should be good. Okay, so now let's do the final thing that we need to do to complete this farm. Now this part is very weird because we have to place these 2 chests down, put a block on top of each chest, add some trapdoors, add even more trapdoors, add some fence gates, and then remove all of these blocks, and then add even more trapdoors with buttons on each one. And now we are just left with this really weird looking thing, but somehow it has a purpose, because what it does is if you put lava on top of these fence gates, it will make it so whenever those big ravagers spawn, the lava will be able to just take them out. So I now have to repeat this on each of the other sides. Alright, let's now get rid of all of these blocks. And there we go. We have fully completed the raid farm. Now, this farm is about to give us unlimited totems, unlimited emeralds, and just a bunch of other items. But before we test this thing out, we have to bring a villager to this bed. Okay, buddy? Just hop in here. Now, guys, while we're bringing this villager over to the raid farm, make sure to subscribe if you guys enjoy the videos. You know, I don't really like asking for subscribers. I mean, I definitely wouldn't name my pickaxe Subterfru because that would just be so stupid. Okay, so this is now the villager's new home, and boom. I've also just remembered that I need to put sweeping edge on my sword for this farm to work properly, and it's going to cost 34 levels. Oh, I guess we gotta do it. Now let's test out this raid farm. I really hope nothing goes wrong. So the first thing we have to do is take out a pillager to get bad omen. We now have to head back to the raid farm. Okay, we've made it back to the raid farm, and what we quickly have to do is turn this off, and then we have to do this. Okay, perfect. And now I think we should be good to use this thing. So I think we stand here and wait for the machine to start working. Okay, so we've been pushed into position, and now any minute now we should drop all the way to the bottom, and hopefully the raid should start. I really hope this works. I'm really scared that it won't. Okay, any minute now. I've been waiting for quite some time. Okay, here we go, here we go. Okay, we should land in the water. Perfect. Oh, and if you guys see up there, the raid bar is actually filling up. We are now back at the top, and the raid bar was there, but it's just disappeared now. But I think that's supposed to happen. All right, here we go. Oh, actually, wait. Oh, okay, things are spawning. Okay, it's working. Let's just keep on swinging our sword. We're getting all of this XP, and hopefully the items are going into the chests. Let's just quickly look in one of the chests, and yep, the storage system is working. And oh, okay, so I think we're starting another raid. It's pretty safe to say that we've built this farm correctly because another raid has started. So I decided to continue testing out this farm, and it was working perfectly until this happened. We have a little bit of a problem. I didn't think we'd be saying this, but this farm is way too overpowered. I mean, just look at all of the totems that we have. I mean, all of our storage is full. We are also beginning to fill up these chests as well, which means we need to expand the storage. And I don't want to make any storage. I want to make a giant automated storage system, which will automatically be able to sort all of the items that this farm produces. Now, building an automatic storage is actually really easy. So let's just craft the final things that we need, and now we can build this thing. So by having this automatic storage system, everything that this farm produces will automatically be sorted into these chests. Alright, we are all finished. Now, because I have this storage system, I want to try and fill up as many of these chests as I can. Because not only do I want thousands of emeralds and all of the other things that this farm produces, I want to try and get hundreds of totems because I have a pretty cool idea of what I want to do with them. So I'll be back once we've used this farm a bunch of times. There we go. So I've been using the farm for a while. Let's go and check out how much stuff we've actually got. I really hope we got a lot of totems from this. Okay, so let's start from this side and work our way down. So we have some redstone, a little bit of gunpowder. Okay, a few stacks of glowstone and sugar. Quite a lot of glass bottles, some spider eyes, and I'm really excited to see how many emeralds we got. So we got... oh my goodness. That is like a full double chest of emeralds. And we also have quite a lot of sticks. Anyway, now on to the most important part. How many totems has this farm got on us? Okay, so there's 1 double chest of totems, 2 double chests, 3 double chests, 4 double chests, 5 double chests, 6. Okay, there's no way we have more than this. 7? What? 8? 9? Okay, there is no way we have 10. Bruh. Wait, so this is 11 and then this is 12. So we have filled up 12 double chests with totems. I seriously can't believe my eyes right now. I don't think we're going to run out of totems anytime soon. This farm is crazy. But now it's time to put every single one of these totems to the test. You see, I want to do the most riskiest thing I have ever done. I want to use all of these totems I've collected to battle 4 withers at once. I'm also going to fight the ender dragon at the same time as well. That means it's going to be me versus 4 withers and an ender dragon. Now, is this a bad idea? Yes. Is there a chance that I could lose this entire world by doing this? Yes. But I haven't gone through all of this work to get all of these totems to not use them. So let's do the most dangerous thing I have ever done. But quickly, before we risk everything, I want to build a giant totem dispenser right here. So the first thing that we need to build a giant totem is some wool. The next thing I need is gold blocks. So let's get some gold. This should be enough. Then finally, the last few things we need is some terracotta and some concrete. So now that we have everything, let's build a giant totem. Alright, I think I've actually done a good job. I mean, here's what the normal totem looks like, and here is what the giant totem looks like. Now, I've got a button and some dispensers, and I'm actually going to turn this thing into a giant totem dispenser. So, what I'm going to do is extend the totem backwards a little bit, and now because I've extended the build slightly, I can hide some dispensers inside. So, let's fill up these dispensers with some totems. Now, let's add some redstone. So now, if I've done everything correctly when I press this button, yes. Hold on a second, I've just got to do this one more time. Take a look at that. So now, not only do we have a giant totem dispenser, we also have a giant furnace. Building giant versions of things is actually kind of fun. So comment down below what I should build a giant version of next. Anyway, it's now time to use all of these totems on fighting 4 withers and the ender dragon at once. So let's prepare ourselves a fresh bow. This bow should be good. And well, taking out 4 withers is not going to be easy. So I'm going to brew up some strength 2 potions. And now that we have everything prepared for this battle, we now just have to get 12 wither skeleton skulls to spawn in the 4 withers. Now, this may take us some time. Here we go. We got 1 wither skull, only 11 more to go. Here is the second wither skull. Yes, the 3rd wither skull, the 8th, and there is the 12th. Let's go. Wait, what? Wait, I just got back-to-back wither skeletons again. What is my luck? Okay, so we ended up getting 13 wither skulls, even though we only needed 12. So now that we have enough wither skeleton skulls to spawn in 4 withers, we now need to get the stuff to respawn the ender dragon. So let's get some gas tiers. All right, so we have the perfect amount of gas tiers. Now the next thing we need is some glass. And then finally, we need some eyes of ender. All right, so let's craft it. Let's put the glass like this. Let's put the gas tiers here and the eye of ender there. And boom. I am now fully prepared for this battle. I have the wither skeleton skulls and the soul sand so I can spawn in all 4 of the withers. I have the end crystals to be able to respawn the ender dragon. I have the emergency golden apple if anything's to go wrong. I have a water bucket, a bunch of strength 2 potions, a shield and also a backup shield as well, loads of fireworks and also loads of food. And then most importantly, I have all of the totems. Now I'm actually interested to see how many totems that I will use in this fight, but I guess we're about to find out. Now I just want to say if I do end up losing the world to this moment will end up going down as one of the most stupidest things anyone has ever done in their hardcore world. But with that being said, I'm going to say goodbye to everything for now because it's time to do this. Here we go. Let's head into the end. Now let's place down where we want the withers to go, just like this. And I've also covered up the end portal in case one of the withers tried to fly in. Now there's one more really important thing I want to do. I'm going to place down both of the shulker boxes filled with totems because say I'm running out of totems, what I can quickly do is fly down here and take out as many as I need. So for now, let's just take out a few just in case. And now everything is set up. Let's do this. So let's start by putting all of the wither skeleton skulls in position. I am getting really scared to do this. So now let's just drink a strength potion and place down the end crystals. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't have used wood to block off the portal. Okay, here we go. Let's bring the ender dragon in. And the first wither, the second wither, the third wither, and the fourth wither. Let's go. Okay, let's put our water bucket here. All right, let's do this. Okay, yeah, this is already a bad idea. I already have a feeling that this is the worst idea I've ever had. Oh, there's like 5 of them. Okay, let's just also remember we don't have our elytra on, so we can't fly around. Let's just keep on running. Oh, this is really scary. This is actually really scary. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's just focus on one wither. Let's just focus on one. Why are they all together? Oh no. We do not want to fall into the void. Okay, let's just keep on running. Let's turn around. Let's just keep on bowing them. That is all I can do right now. I would stop and eat, but I don't want to risk it. I have no idea where the ender dragon is. Wait, is the ender dragon even here? Okay, let's eat, let's eat, let's eat, let's eat. Let's pop another strength potion. I have no idea where the ender dragon is. Okay, we've got some of them quite low to half health. If we keep on running, we won't be able to take them out. We just got to keep on firing our bow. I have to remember that I have these totems, so I shouldn't be scared to use them. Okay, how have I not got one of them? Okay, yes, we've got one down to half health. Okay, this one we're going to have to take out with a sword. Let's just focus it. Let's just focus this one wither. Oh my. Okay, let's come on. Let's keep hitting it with our sword. Please. There we go. One down. 3 more to go. Okay, this actually isn't going too bad. We have 10 seconds left of strength, so let's pop another strength potion. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to tank it and pop a totem right now because we need to keep on shooting our bow and arrow. Oh, okay. Wait, we're going to have to pop a totem. We're going to have to pop one. There we go. This is actually going better than I expected. We have another wither down to half health. We're going to have to pop another totem. There we go. Come on, wither, please. Almost there. And yes, we're halfway there. With only having 2 withers, I'm taking a lot less damage now. All right, can we just take 1 second, though? What is going on there? Like, seriously. I think an enderman is angry at us. Wait a minute. We're about to pop a totem. There we go. I'm running out of totems. I might have to go back down to the shulker box. All right, and there we go. Only 1 more wither left. This should be pretty easy. You know what, wither? I am not scared of you because all your buddies are gone, and it's just me versus you, okay? So let's just make this easy for both of us and stop shooting things at me. We're almost there, and come on. Yes. Oh my goodness. That has to be the most terrifying thing I have ever done. All right, can we just take a second to realize what has happened to my end portal? Like, there's just 2 pieces left. I was really confused as to what happened to my end portal, and well, I wanted to fix it. So after some thinking, I came up with a solution that I thought might work. I thought that maybe fighting the ender dragon again would maybe bring the portal back to normal. So I got everything to make some more end crystals and went back to resummon the ender dragon. I think I know how to fix what's happened to my portal, so let's fight the ender dragon again, and hopefully when I defeat it, the portal should open back up. All right, the ender dragon has now been taken out. Let's hope the portal reopens. Yes, there we go. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go back to using the infinite raid farm, so I'll see you guys in the next one. In this episode of Hardcore Minecraft, I'm going to mine a giant 100 by 100 area all the way down to bedrock, so that I can not only get a bunch of valuables, but also a huge space to build farms. Now, the first thing we need to do is mark out our 100 by 100 space. I think right here is perfect. So now that the 100 by 100 is marked out, it's time to begin mining. The first mining method we're going to do is just regular mining. But as the video goes on, the crazier the mining methods will get. But for now though, to make things easier, let's craft 4 beacons and give them all haste 2. Much better. Oh my, this is so satisfying. Okay, I think we may need even more pickaxes. I mean, I do have all of these pickaxes, but I have a feeling that even this won't be enough. So let's make an extra 5 pickaxes. I also think I have some spare netherite around here somewhere. Where did I put it? How did I not see that? So let's upgrade all of these. Now we just need to get some enchantments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's combine all of this together. All of these pickaxes are getting efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, and mending. You've got to be kidding me. I've run out of XP. Let's quickly get all of the XP that we need. And you know what? Because we're here, let's also mend up our pickaxe. We can finally add the final enchantment to this pickaxe, and boom. So now that we have all of these pickaxes, let's get back to mining. Alright, so we are making some pretty good progress. I know we have a long way to go, but when this thing is done, it is going to look absolutely crazy. Now, another thing I'm going to do while I mine this 100 by 100 is collect every single ore that I find with a silk touch pickaxe. And of course, there's only one place we can store all of these ores. On top of the giant furnace. So let's go and place all of the ores I've collected so far. And boom. So this is everything that we have collected so far. So throughout the video, we'll keep on adding to this pile. And then at the end, we can mine all of it and see how much we get. But now that we're back at the 100 by 100, I want to test something out. You see, a Minecraft chunk is 16 by 16 blocks wide. And what I want to do is take a chunk out the corner of this 100 by 100 and time how long it takes to mine it all the way down to bedrock. And that way we can get an idea of how long this entire project will take us to finish. So let's start the timer. Yes, we have found our first diamonds in the 100 by 100. 5 diamond ore, that's not bad. We are almost done. I just have to remove all of the deep slate between the pieces of bedrock, and we are finished. So mining this entire one chunk took us just over 3 hours. And well, seeing as mining this took that long, I don't even want to know how long the rest of this is going to take. But on the bright side, at least we got all of these ores from mining out the one chunk. So let's place all of these ores on top of the giant furnace. And boom, this thing is only going to get taller. This is just the beginning. Anyway, though, before we continue mining, all of my pickaxes are almost destroyed. So let's fix them. Alright, our pickaxes are looking a little bit better, so I think we all know what that means. It's time to get back to work. Guys, this truly is taking forever. The only thing that's keeping me mining at this point is just knowing how cool the end result will be. Oh, and also, while I was mining, I stumbled across this. I'm gonna have to patch that up later. But for now, there are a ton of ores I need to mine. Alright, now that we've done that, let's try and mine all the way down to deep slate level. This is gonna take some time. Are you guys okay? I mean, what is going on? Is this supposed to be happening? They're literally not even shooting their bows or anything. Hey! Yes, we're finally starting to see some deep slate. Now, there is a little bit of a problem being this low down. And, well, that problem is the beacons that I set up do not reach all the way down here, so I have absolutely zero haste. So, to fix this, let's move all of the beacons down lower. Alright, the beacons are now in their new positions. And that, of course, means we can go back to mining fast. And is that an amethyst geode? Oh, it is. Wait, hold on just a second. That means now that we're down at deep slate level, not only are we going to be finding amethyst geodes, we'll also be able to find things like mine shafts, mob spawners, and maybe even a stronghold. Who knows? But anyway, now that we've found this amethyst geode, I think we all know what needs to be done. Oh, that was satisfying. Okay, let's try not to get too distracted. Because, yeah, we still have a lot of work to do. But I mean, we're making great progress and we're even starting to see some deep slate. So let's keep on going. Whoops. Now, this is where everything started to go wrong. You see, this entire time, I've been instantly mining stone with my beacons and making amazing progress. But because I was now starting to see more deep slate appear, mining became much more difficult. And, well, if I didn't move on to the second mining method, this project would become almost impossible. So I knew what needed to be done. Alright guys, as much as I've enjoyed the first method of mining, we have to move on. You know, it has brought us all the way down to this level, but at this point, mining like this is way too slow. So it's time for method 2, the moss method. The way the moss method works is simple. If you place down one piece of moss, you can use bone meal to expand that one single moss block into a bunch more. And then by using a hoe, you can mine all of the moss blocks instantly. And well, seeing as moss blocks are much easier to break than deep slate, this method is going to make mining deep slate really easy. Perfect. We have found some of the lush cave trees, so if we dig down under, we should find a bunch of moss. And here we go. We are going to have to mine thousands and thousands of this stuff, so let's keep on mining up a bunch, and boom, we now have more than enough moss blocks. Now let's get a bunch of bones for bone meal. That should be enough. And in total, we have ourselves one full shulker box of bone meal. Finally, we can craft some diamond hoes and give them all unbreaking 3. We now have everything we need, so let's test this method out. Oh, wait a second. I really need to clean this up. So let's grab a bunch of stone and patch this up. Perfect. Anyway, let's get back to mining. Now, for this method to work, I need to place a bunch of moss blocks into the ground just like this. And now all we have to do is grab some bone meal and see if this works. So let's test it on this, and yes, there we go. We can turn deep slate into moss. This is genius. And there we go. So I think everything should now be covered in moss. This has to be one of the craziest mining methods I've ever seen. I mean, just look at this place. So instead of mining deep slate this slow, we can now just get our diamond hoe out and mine all of this instantly. This has to be my favorite method of mining. right, one layer has been mined. Now, usually I would have had to spend hours and hours of my time mining deep slate, but because of this method, I was able to take out an entire layer of this 100 by 100 in literally no time. But we still have a ton of moss blocks and an absolute ton of bone meal, so let's try and make as much progress with this method as we can. Now, the moss method was working perfectly. I was gliding through layers of deep slate and making an absolute ton of progress. But doing this method was using up a bunch of my bone meal, and unfortunately for me, this happened. No, we only have 5 pieces of bone meal left, which means this method has to come to an end. I mean, on the bright side, we mined a lot of the 100 by 100 by using this method, and wait a second, what are you doing down here? Now, anyway, before we move on to the next mining method, I need to make sure that I'm getting all of the ores. And, well, speaking of ores, I should probably place all of the ores that I've gathered so far. And, yeah, it's a lot. Now I've got to stack them all on top of the giant furnace. And boom. That is all of the ores that I've mined from the 100 by 100 so far. And I wonder how much stuff I'll get from all of this when I mine it with my fortune pickaxe later. Anyway, now we're back at the 100 by 100 hole. I think it's time to get serious and move on to the final mining method to complete this 100 by 100 hole. Now let me introduce you to mining method number 3, the ultimate TNT duper machine. This contraption is a moving TNT cannon, and it will drop TNT and pretty much explode anything in its way. But doing this method is not going to be easy. One of these machines costs a ton of resources to build, and I don't just need one, I need a bunch of these things. So let's gather everything we need, starting with slime blocks. I'm sorry about this. And we now have enough slime balls. Now let's craft these into slime blocks, just like this, and this should be enough for all the flying machines. We're also going to need a bunch of redstone items, so let's craft all of these. Alright, so we now have all of the slime blocks and all of the redstone items we need for the TNT machines. But now the item that we need next is a really random item called a coral fan. And I believe the way that you get these coral fans is from a warm ocean. We're here, so let's try and find what we need. Alright, let's swim down, and I did bring myself some shears, so let's just go ahead and try and pick some of this. Wait a second, maybe I have to use silk touch. Oh, there we go. Now the problem is there is so many different types of coral, I actually have no idea which one I'm supposed to get. You know, I'm just gonna grab a bunch of yellow ones and just hope they work. All right, we have 11 so far. Let's just grab a few more. And there we go. So I think 35 should be enough. Next up, we need some obsidian, craft some mine carts. And finally, let's gather a bunch of sand to, of course, make all of the TNT that is going to be used in these flying machines. We now have everything we need, so let's attempt to do this. Now, as some of you guys may know, I suck at redstone, so be prepared for this to go very wrong. So the first thing we need to do is build 10 blocks from the ground. Now, this is where the first machine's going to go, so let's just quickly break out some of this. Now we make a platform for the machine to go, place down a piece of TNT, and add a wall on top. Now we need to get one of our observers right here. Now let's place some slime blocks, just like this. And then on top of this slime block, we can add a detector rail and a minecart, then place our coral fan right here. Now I think I put a sticky piston right here, with some slime blocks just like this, with another sticky piston right about here. I think this is looking pretty good so far. Anyway, though, I think we finished this up by placing a piece of obsidian here, another observer here. Now we can place a block with a lever underneath. Now on top of the block we just placed down, we have to put some redstone down and a redstone repeater. And now we can turn on the lever and place down a trapdoor right here. And now to finish off this part of the machine, we have to place an observer right here. And just like that, this entire machine is finished. All we need to do right now is go over to the other end of the 100 by 100 and build a machine that will make it so when this reaches this end of the 100 by 100, it will get sent straight back. You'll see what I mean. So now we're on the opposite side. We have to place down some blocks with a repeater and also some redstone. Then let's put a trapdoor here with a block on top. And then next to this block, let's place another block with obsidian on top and an observer facing this way. Now that the obsidian and the observer is in position, we can go ahead and break this block. Right, let's fly back over to this side and break all of the blocks underneath the machine. And now I think we are all ready to use these machines. I am very scared to do this. No! No, what have I done? Wait, no, what did I do? Okay, I may have accidentally sent the machine off, and I had no idea it was going to work, and it's working. I didn't even mean to break that piece of redstone. Whoa, look at the amount of deep slate it's already breaking. Now let's just hope that this machine gets sent back the other way, and yes, it actually works. Now, there is just one problem I'm having with the machine. I don't actually know how to turn it off and make it stop. I've turned off the lever, so I'm hoping it will stop when it gets here. Come on, and please stop. Oh my, how do I stop this thing? Okay, what happens if I just turn this on? Yes, there we go, it stopped. So now that we've got one of these things working, let's build 10 of them. We now have 10 automatic flying TNT duplicator machines. I can't wait to turn all of these on. I've also just discovered that there's a mine shaft under the 100 by 100. But what's even cooler than that is the amount of diamonds we're about to get. So I think it's time that we turn all of these machines on. Now, the only one I've tested is, of course, this one. I have no idea if these ones work yet. But you know what? Let's just risk it. So let's turn this one on, and let's just run down and turn on the rest of the machines. Wait, hold on a second. This one is not working. Okay, it's because I need to put an observer here. Okay, let's turn this on, and there we go. Now, I need to be really careful because there is just so much TNT, but this is insane. Hold on just a second. For the most part, all of the machines are working, but there are a few which for some reason have stopped working. I think I fixed everything, so we should be good to go. Now, before we turn all of the machines back on, let's just quickly go ahead and grab all of these ores. And now, let's turn all of the machines back on. This is giving us so many ores. We already have all of this. But even more importantly, we are starting to see bedrock. And not only are we getting down to bedrock, we're also getting down to lava. And the machines actually don't work if there's lava in the way, so I am having to go through and clear all of this up. And that's exactly what I did. While all of these machines were going to work destroying all of the deep slate, I was going through and blocking up all of the lava. And once I was done clearing up all of the lava, the machines were back to working at maximum efficiency. Now that the machines have exploded as much as they can, I'm going to manually mine all of the random pieces of deep slate that are left. This is the most time-consuming thing I have ever done. This 100 by 100 better look good when it's finished. Now, that took forever, but we did it, and this thing is looking really good. Let's now do the final thing that we need to do to finish, and that is to use the deep slate that I've just mined to clean up the walls. And we have done it. We have mined a 100 by 100 hole all the way down to bedrock. I can't believe it. This is amazing. And it actually looks way better than I thought it would. But you know what? I want to add some finishing touches. So, let's grab thousands of sand and then smelt it so we can make a bunch of glass. Then, whilst all of that sand is smelting, let's also grab some ink sacs for some black dye. I can then use everything I've collected to make a bunch of black stained glass. Let's just keep on making a bunch of this. And now let's head back down to the bottom of the 100 by 100 hole. And we can use all of this glass to fill in the gaps between the bedrock. And not only will this make the 100 by 100 look way better, it will also stop mobs spawning down at the bottom, which means when we do end up building a farm down here, we'll be able to get the most amount of items from any farm that we build down here. So placing all of this glass is going to come in super useful. So let's just keep on filling in all of the gaps just like this, and you can already tell how good this is about to look. We are about halfway done with the glass, and look how good this is already looking. I mean, from up here it looks way better, but we do have to finish this area right here, so let's do it. Alright, we have officially placed all of the glass, which means we are done with the 100 by 100 hole. Take a look at this. This has been such a crazy project, and I'm so happy that it's done. Wait a second, why are the beacons still here? Let me just get rid of these real quick. Alright, this place is looking a lot better without all of the beacons. Oh, and also make sure you guys comment down below some suggestions of what you think we should build down here in the 100 by 100 hole. I do already have some ideas myself, but I really want to hear what you guys think as well. Now, of course, though, throughout this whole entire process, we did silk touch all of the ores that we found in the 100 by 100 hole. So let's go ahead and place all of the rest of the ores that we have. So let's just stack them all on top of each other. And this is everything. So let's get our fortune pickaxe and mine all of it. Let's start from the top and mine all the way down. Alright, here we have the final ores, so let's mine them. So I've organized everything that we have mined into all of these chests. So let's see just how many valuables you get from mining a 100 by 100 hole. Okay, so let's start from down here. This is all of the redstone we got. Moving on up here, this is all of the lapis we got. We have a bunch of that. Now moving on to the next row, this is all of the copper that we mined, and it is just an absolute ton. And then this is all of the iron that we have, so we have a lot of that as well. Up here we have all of the coal that we mined, so pretty much 2 double chests filled with coal. And then then finally, this is all the gold we have, and the most important thing, this is the amount of diamonds we got. So not too many diamonds, but seeing as we got all of this from the 100 by 100 hole, I think we did pretty good. But I'm now going to spend a bunch of time in the 100 by 100 hole because this is definitely one of the most craziest projects I have ever done. So I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Wardens are way too strong. Oh no, if only there was a way to farm these guys. In this episode of Hardcore Minecraft, I am going to build a giant warden farm to not only make my world a much safer place, but to also get unlimited sculpt blocks. Now, to build this farm, we need to find an ancient city. So let's make some night vision potions so that we'll be able to see in the caves. All right, this should be enough, so let's go. Alright, so we found an ancient city, and before I build the warden farm, I want to loot this place. So let's just try and quietly loot the chests, and... oh no, I've summoned the warden, and for some reason it's not attacking us, so I think building this warden farm should be easy. Okay, maybe it's not going to be as easy as I thought. Come on, let's just keep building out of here. Oh, that is not good. That is not good. Okay, I think it's safe to say if I'm going to even stand a chance at building the warden farm, I'm going to need to stop wardens from spawning. So let's grab a bunch of wool and place it around every single shrieker so no wardens can spawn. And I think I have covered every single shrieker. Hey! Okay, now I have covered up every single shrieker. So now that this ancient city is completely safe from wardens, we can head up to the surface and begin obtaining all the blocks we need to build the warden farm. So let's start by gathering a bunch of wood. We are also going to need to gather up a bunch of stone, a ton of kelp, and finally, let's collect some soul sand. Now we have all of this, let's craft the final components we need, things like observers, hoppers, and dispensers. And there we go. So this should be everything we need to build a giant warden farm. So let's get to work. Now the first thing we need to do is find a good spot to build this farm, and we need to build it on top of a shrieker, so right here should be perfect. Let's now clear out a bunch of space around the shrieker to build the farm. Alright, so we have cleared out the area and we are good to start building the farm. And wait a second, is that a diamond? Oh, it is. So the first thing we need to do to build this farm is actually grab a bunch of our carpets and then remove all of these. I'm hoping we are safe to do this and a warden just doesn't spawn in. Okay, looks like we're good. So we now have to place a bunch of carpet all around the shrieker. And perfect. So the next thing we need to do is grab an observer and some blocks and place our observer facing the shrieker and then a block here. Let's also place these down. And then next to the blocks we've just placed down, let's place even more and break these. And now that we have this, we can place some redstone on top of these blocks. And then to make sure nothing spawns, let's spawn proof these blocks by putting some carpet on top. Now we need to grab our dispensers and place one here and one here. Okay, this is looking good so far. We just need to go ahead and now build the platform where all of the wardens will spawn onto. So let's fill in the spawning platform, and now let's surround this platform with a wall of glass. All right, this should be good. So the next thing we need to do is place a block right here and then get a fence and place it here. So now that we have this fence in position, let's put a soul sand right here and remove these blocks. And of course, we now need to place some blocks either side of the soul sand. All right, let's now head back up to the top because I need to spawn proof all of these pieces of glass so nothing can spawn on top. Boom, boom, boom. Let's now grab our fence gates and place 3 of them on top of this fence. So one here, and one there. Now we need to build a water elevator all the way to the surface. So that way we can see the wardens when they get transported. So let's expand this water elevator all the way up to the surface. All right, this is as far as we can build, so we'll just have to break our way to the top manually. Finally, we have reached the surface. So we now need to lead this water elevator into a giant warden structure that will then trap and kill all of the wardens. Now here is an outline of the giant warden. Take a look at the size of this thing. I should probably start gathering all of the materials I need to build it. Now I want this thing to be super detailed. So the first thing we need is a bunch of black and light gray wool. So let's start by getting all of the wool that we need. Now let's gather all of the dyes. Then let's turn all of this into the dyed wool that we need. All right, so this should be enough. Now, the next thing that we need to get is this blue wood from the Nether. And not only do I need a bunch of this blue wood to be able to build the giant warden, I'm also going to need a bunch of these leaves as well. So let's just grab a bunch of these. And there we go. So I've now collected all of the warped blocks we need. As you can see, there is about 2 shulker boxes here, which is probably going to be more than enough. Now, the final thing that we need to build a giant warden is actually a bunch of different colors of concrete. Now, we don't just need a few pieces of concrete. We need an absolute ton of it. And, well, luckily for me, I have already gathered all of the materials we need to build an infinite concrete duplicator machine. And yes, I know this sounds crazy, but when you see the final result of this warden, you'll understand. Now, the concrete machine needs to be built on top of an end portal, so let's clear out a bunch of space to be able to build this machine. Alright, now we've got to break the end portal frames. Now, apparently, if we bone meal this, it should break the end portal frame. So let's just go ahead and do it. Did it work? Oh my goodness. Wait, take a look at that. The end portal frame is literally disappeared. So now let's just go ahead and repeat that on all of the other sides. And there we go. So we have broken all the end portal frames, and I still can't believe this is possible. This just looks really weird for some reason. Like, what even is this thing? Anyway, though, let's build the concrete duplicator machine. There we go, so the machine is finished. We now just have to head inside of the end and build a storage area for all of the concrete. Alright, so there we go. We have fully built the storage system. So now all we need to do is craft the different colors of concrete that I want to duplicate. So let's start off by crafting light gray concrete, black concrete, light blue concrete, and finally, I actually need to put some blue dye with some green dye and craft some cyan dye to craft ourselves some cyan concrete. Alright, so there is all of our concrete powder. I have literally no idea how many times I've just said concrete. So let's see if this thing works. We have to place all of our concrete powder around the end portal just like this. Now let's make sure we get each of the different colors of concrete, and there we go. So now our concrete is in position. We can go ahead and turn all of these levers on. There we go, and it does look like it's working, but let's head inside and actually take a closer look. And wow, I did not expect it to look like this, but it appears it's working. I mean, we've been using it for barely any time, and just look at the amount of concrete that we already have, like 3 stacks. So I guess all I have to do now is stand here until we have enough concrete to build the warden farm. Okay, so I've been stood here for quite some time. I'm hoping we have enough concrete to build this giant warden. And oh my wow. Guys, take a look at the amount of concrete we have. This is a crazy amount. Let's now go ahead and load up our shulker boxes with all of this concrete. The shulker boxes are full, so let's finally build the giant warden. You've got to be kidding me. I've just remembered that I have to turn all of this concrete powder into normal concrete, and I have to do this manually.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
It took me forever, but we have now turned all of the concrete powder into normal concrete. So we now have every single thing we need to build a giant warden. I'm gonna go ahead and start by building the body of the warden first. For the bottom of the warden, we just need to place a bunch of black concrete. We've now got to switch up the blocks that we use to make it look more detailed. So let's just go ahead and add some gray concrete and some black wool as well. And let's also make some warped planks and place those in as well. Now let's start making some serious progress. Let's just go ahead and place in the final few blocks. And there we go. The body of the warden is complete, and I would call that a success. It looks pretty good. Now let's go ahead and start work on the arms, which hopefully won't be that hard to build. I really hope we don't mess this up. Guys, take a look at this. The spider is climbing up to us. Aw, hey, little guy. And boom, we have finished building the arm. Well, actually, only the front of the arm is complete. So let's just go ahead and fill in the rest of the arm. Let's just keep on building just like this. And seeing as we're building the rest of the arm, we'll also go ahead and fill in the top as well. And just like that, we are done building the warden's left arm, which of course means it's time to build the warden's other arm. Now, I know I've just built that arm over there, but I've somehow forgotten how to build the arms already. I think it goes gray concrete here, and then some more black wool, then even more gray concrete and black concrete. I mean, at least I think that's right. Anyway, let's just finish up building the warden's right arm. Both arms of the warden are now complete. And even though we're not finished yet, the giant warden is already looking insane. So let's just hurry up and build the back of this thing. And And we're done. So we can now finally finish this off by building the warden's head and his little ear horn things. So let's start working on the front of the warden's face. And of course, let's not forget about his giant mouth. We're missing one more block. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, there we go. I would say that looks pretty good. So let's move on to building his forehead. And just like that, we finished the front of the warden's face, so let's build the rest. And we are finally done. Oh, wait a second. Okay, now it's finished. I cannot believe that this actually looks just like a warden. Like, take a look at the detail in this thing. And also, not to mention, it is huge. Anyway, I think it's time that we get this warden farm up and running. Ouch. So, let's head inside of the warden farm, and let's build the area where the wardens will die and drop all of their sculk blocks. So, the way that this works is that when the wardens spawn down in the ancient city, they'll get pushed up this tube and then die. Then they'll drop all of their sculk blocks, and it will lead into a storage area. And I kind of want to make this storage area look nice. So I think we should stick with the block palette and use some black concrete. And let's also add in some of the other blocks we've been using for the warden, like cyan concrete, warped planks, grey concrete, and finally some warped stem. Now for the wardens to get pushed up here, we have to place down some water, and now we have to place down tons and tons of kelp. And now, if we go down and break it, we should have ourselves a water elevator. And yep, take a look at that. Now if we place a slab at the top of the water elevator, the wardens will get stuck right here and then drown. And then of course, when the warden drowns, it will drop its skulk into this hopper, which then leads into this chest. And just like that, the warden farm should now be ready to use. But I have no way to get back down to the ancient city. So let's fix that by building some more water elevators. And now we can go down to the ancient city and even go back up to the giant warden. So let's finally test this farm. I really hope it works. So to start it, we have to break this piece of wool and step onto the shrieker. So here goes. If this farm somehow breaks, we are going to be in trouble because this farm will just keep constantly pumping out wardens. Anyway, let's do this. Warden, where are you? Is it? Oh, there it is. Oh my, that is the scariest thing I've ever seen. That is so close to us. But there it goes. And straight up into the water tunnel. It's really hard to see though because we have blindness, but it did go up there. Okay, here's another warden spawning in. This is working absolutely perfectly. There we go. And they are definitely going up the tunnel, right? Yep, they 100% are. Wait a second. And yep, there it goes. Okay, so the good news is it is all working down here. But the question is, are the wardens getting taken out up top in the giant warden? I guess there's only one way to find out. Oh, wait a second. We have another warden going through. That is the most satisfying thing ever. All right, let's head up to the top and see what's happening to the wardens up here. Now, if everything's working correctly, they should be... Wait, I think I can hear them. Take a look at that. The wardens are inside of there. I don't know if I should be standing this close, but I guess we'll find out. It's really hard to see because I have permanent darkness. I wonder how long it will take for these wardens to drown. And wait, are they going to attack me? Wait, what? Oh, yep, we need to go. Let's get out of here. Okay, let's try and be extra careful. Are the wardens still in there? Okay, they're still in there. That just shows you how much health they have. I guess we'll just wait up here on top of the giant warden until all of the wardens have drowned. Okay, finally, the wardens are gone, which means their skulk should be in this chest. So let's go and take a look, and there we go. So there was 4 wardens in here, which means we have 4 skulk catalysts. Now, I know these blocks look kind of cool, but I wonder if they actually do anything. So let's place it down, and oh, okay, so they drop XP. Now, not only can we use these for XP, I also have another really good idea of what I want to do with these. So let's start using the warden farm for an absolute ton of time to get a bunch of skulk blocks. I ended up using the warden farm for an absolute ton of time. And well, I mean, it was working absolutely perfectly. The wardens were going up the water elevator and of course dropping all of their skulk blocks. So once I decided I had used the warden farm enough, I went to see just how much skulk I obtained. So in total, let's see just how much skulk catalyst this warden farm has generated us. And boom. Oh my goodness. Almost an entire double chest of skulk catalysts. What the? That is insane. I wonder if we were to break every single one of these, just how much XP we would get. Anyway, though, that's not what I want to do with these skulk catalysts. What I actually want to do is place a bunch of them all around the bottom of the warden, just like this. So if I turn the entire ground to skulk catalysts, it will make the giant warden farm look so much better. Now, this might take a while, so let's get to work. right, let's see what it looks like. It looks a little weird. But what if I loot some skulk sensors from the ancient city and also mine up a bunch of normal skulk? Will adding all of this make it look any better? Yeah, I like that a lot more. So now that we've fully finished this project, I'm going to go ahead and use the warden farm. So I'll see you guys in the next one. In this episode of Hardcore Minecraft, I am going to mine in a straight line for 100,000 blocks and collect every single ore that I find on the way to see just how rich I can become. Let's start by heading underground, and as you can see, my X coordinate is now 0, which means when we finish this challenge, my X coordinate will be 100,000. So let's begin mining. Yep, this is definitely gonna take longer than I thought. Alright, our first diamond ore, let's go. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be mining every single ore I see with a silk touch pickaxe. And then when we're finished mining 100,000 blocks, I'm going to mine all of the ores with a fortune 3 pickaxe. For now though, let's keep going. Guys, we have a problem. I've just reached 1,000 blocks mined and my pickaxe is about to break. And to make things even worse, I have nowhere to store all of the ores I'm collecting. So what I'm going to do is make myself a ton of diamond pickaxes, upgrade them to netherite, and get a bunch of XP so that I can enchant them all. And this should hopefully be enough to mine 100,000 blocks in a straight line. Let's now head to the end and get our hands on a ton of shulker boxes so I'll be able to store all of the ores I'm going to collect. Now this is exactly what I'm looking for. Hey! There we go, we now have 20 shulker shells, which means that we can go ahead and make a bunch of shulker boxes. Alright, we now have everything that we're going to need to mine 100,000 blocks in a straight line, so let's head back underground and continue mining. Only 99,000 blocks to go. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Ooh, hold up a second. It seems we have like a lush cave right here. Oh, wow. This lush cave has so many ores. Some iron, some redstone, some lapis over there, and even some gold. I am taking all of this. Wait. I think I can hear some axolotls somewhere. I need to find these guys. Wait, I think it's coming from up here. Wow. Take a look at these cute axolotls. I really hope nothing bad happens to these guys.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
Anyway, I need to mine all of the ores in this lush cave, so let's get to work. And perfect. Now that we've mined all of the ores in this cave, let's head back to mining in the straight line. And is that a mob spawner? Oh, it is. Wait a second, what is that? What? Now, I've just realized because we found something as lucky as a double mob spawner, we're also going to be able to find things like ancient cities, mine shafts, and even strongholds. Anyway, we're back at the straight line, so let's continue mining. We have stumbled into another cave, but this one is absolutely giant, which means it's filled with tons of ores. And speaking of ores, let's check how many we've mined so far. So as you can see, not only do we have one full shulker box of ores, we almost have 2 full shulker boxes filled with ores. And if we take a look, I've only mined around 4,000 blocks, so just imagine the amount of ores we're gonna have when we're done. Anyway, there's way too many mobs in this cave, so let's get out of here. Ouch. At this point, I hadn't made much progress, and knowing how difficult mining 100,000 blocks in a straight line was going to be, I decided to return to the straight line and continue mining as much as I could. I have done nothing but mine in a straight line for hours. I think I might be going insane. But on the bright side, we are about to hit 10,000 blocks mined. And there it is. So let's now go ahead and make a sign and place it on the 10,000 blocks mark so we can go ahead and show the progress that we have made. Anyway, we have 90,000 blocks left to go, so let's get back to work. Oh, no, please. Oh, my. Wait. What is that? I know we found the double mob spawner earlier, but I think this might be rarer than that. Anyway, let's see how many diamonds this thing has. Here's 1, 2, 5, 7, and 8. And I think that's all of the diamonds mined from this thing. Now, speaking of diamonds, most of the ores that I found while mining 100,000 blocks have actually ended up being diamond ore. So I wonder how many diamond beacons we're going to be able to make at the end of this video. You've gotta be kidding me. Luckily for us, we brought a ton of spare pickaxes and, oh, diamonds. Let's see how many we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's a 13 diamond vein. Anyway, though, we are currently at 15,000 blocks mined, and I really want to get to the 20,000 blocks milestone. So let's keep on mining in a straight line. Oh, hold on a second. We've hit some lava here, so let's just bridge over this. Don't mind me. And back to mining. This is seriously gonna take forever. Let's just keep on mining. It has taken forever, but we are about to hit 20,000 blocks mined. Come on, and there it is. But not only have we just hit 20,000 blocks mined, we also have all 6 of these shulker boxes filled with ores. And speaking of ores, I would probably be able to finish this challenge much faster if I didn't have to stop and mine every single ore that I see. I mean, mining 100,000 blocks in a straight line is going to take long enough on its own. So by mining every ore I see, I'm just making things harder for myself. Anyway, I guess our next stop is 30,000 blocks, so let's do it. Right after I mine these diamonds. Okay, there's literally just 2. Okay, let's go. And just like that, another 10,000 blocks has been mined, which means we're getting closer to the halfway point. So let's just keep on making huge progress. This is the weirdest mineshaft I have ever seen. I mean, it's on fire. And just when I thought this thing couldn't get any weirder, there is literally a zombie spawner in here. And inside the chest we have, oh wow, we have 3 music discs. And another one in here. I think we've just got really lucky finding all of these. So you know what? I'm storing them all in this shulker box. Ooh, this cave also has a giant amethyst geode. That was satisfying. I was now getting closer and closer to hitting 50,000 blocks mined. And well, seeing as that's the halfway point, hitting this milestone is all I could think about. So after mining tons of ores and mining through countless caves, this happened. Come on, and 40,000 blocks. We are 10,000 blocks away from halfway. Now guys, I've been mining in a straight line for hours upon hours, days upon days. And I'm gonna be honest, there has been moments in this challenge that I thought this was impossible, but seeing that we are so close to the halfway mark just puts a big smile on my face. I mean, just take a look at how happy I am. Yep, I definitely think doing this challenge has made me insane. Anyway though, we found another cave, which isn't surprising. And it contains like 1 million mobs. And hundreds of ores. And yep, that is another shulker box filled with ores. We are about to be so rich when we mine all of this with a Fortune 3 pickaxe. But before we can even think about mining all of the ores, we've got to get to that 100,000 mark. Let's check how many blocks we're at. Oh my goodness, yes. We're actually going to hit 50,000. Let's go. You guys have no idea how long I've been mining. It feels like years. All right, here we go. Just a little more mining. And yes, we are halfway to 100,000 blocks. Now, before we finish this challenge and get to 100,000 blocks mined, I need somewhere to place all of these ores because we are running out of space in the shulker boxes. And luckily for us, I have just the idea. So let's head home. Now that we've arrived back home, I want to build a giant version of every single ore so I can then place the ores I've collected on top of the giant ones. Not only will this look amazing, it will also show us the amount of each ore that we've gathered. Now, I'm going to need a place to build the giant ores. So I'm thinking I build a huge island for them right here. Now, to do that, we're going to need to collect a bunch of dirt. And using this dirt, we can begin constructing the island. Alright, now that we have space to build the giant ores, let's actually begin gathering the resources we need to build them, starting with some wool. Next, we'll get some terracotta. We're also going to need a bunch of different colors of concrete, and thanks to the concrete machine, we can get all of this pretty quickly. Another thing that we need is some deep slate, and finally, I'll go ahead and grab all of the other random blocks we need. Alright, now we have everything. Let's start by building an outline of where we want each giant ore to go. Just like this. Now, we'll start by making the giant diamond ore. Now, to make sure I build it correctly, I'll place the actual diamond ore right here so I can see what it looks like. All right, let's do this. I really have no idea how this is gonna go. I mean, I feel like we're doing a good job. Okay, we're almost done and perfect. Let's see what it looks like. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. That actually looks like diamond ore. I'm actually kind of proud of myself. So for that reason, we'll go ahead and complete the rest of the diamond ore. Alright, now we've finished building one giant ore. Let's get to work building the rest of them, starting with gold ore. And next up, let's build the iron ore. And of course, next to that, we'll build the giant lapis. And finally, the giant redstone ore. And just like that, we have built all of the giant ores, which means we can finally place down all of the ores that we have collected so far. So let's go ahead and do it just like this. And wow, that is a crazy amount of ores. In fact, by doing some quick calculations, I have found out that in total so far, we have collected 15,704 ores, which is just insane. I mean, if this is what we have now, just imagine what we're going to have when we're finished mining 100,000 blocks. And not only that, I also can't wait to see how rich we get when we mine all of this with a Fortune 3 pickaxe. For now, though, let's head back down to the straight line because we still have another 50,000 blocks to mine. Wait. Are we under an ancient city right now? Wait, am I gonna summon a warden if I keep on mining? I guess let's just find out. Guys, I did summon a warden and it's right above us. Can it hit me through blocks? Oh, okay. No, not like this. Not like this. I've come too far to die right now. No. On a serious note, though, I don't know what to do. If I just crouch past it like this, will I be safe? It is literally right above us. I have the blindness effect. Okay, no. I really don't know what to do. I can't go back to mining in a straight line because the wardens are in the way, and it's not like I can mine around the wardens because then I wouldn't be mining in a straight line. So I think what I've got to try and do is move the wardens out the way somehow. I believe it's somewhere over there. Why can't I see it? You've got to be kidding me. Okay, there's no way. What am I supposed to do? Like, literally, what am I supposed to do? Okay, we've ran into a problem. The warden's not going anywhere, so you know what? You guys can stay over there, okay? I'm just gonna spend my time mining some more ores. So that's exactly what I did. I explored around this cave, mining all of the ores in sight. And, well, luckily for me, by the time I got back to the straight line, the wardens had disappeared. Now, at this point, I could go back to mining in a straight line peacefully. But something was telling me there was an ancient city nearby. I mean, every corner I turned in this cave, there seemed to be some sort of sculk block. So, with this in mind, I continued searching around the cave and found this. Yes, an ancient city. I knew it. I knew there would be one around here somewhere. Let's see if we can get lucky and try and find some enchanted golden apples. This is literally my first chest. I will take it. Alright, so the good news is we found 5 enchanted golden apples, and, well, the bad news is I'm summoning a bunch of wardens, so I need to get out of here, which means back to the straight line we go. Oh, wait a second, I'm way above 60,000 blocks. I must have just completely missed it. I guess the only thing we can do is keep mining forward, so you know what? Let's keep on making as much progress as we can. We have made it to 70,000 blocks, as you can also see from our coordinates up there, which means we are now so close to 100,000 blocks, only 30,000 blocks left to mine. I'm going to be so happy when this is over. This is by far the hardest thing I've done. At this point, I don't even care about hitting the 80,000 or 90,000 block milestone. I just want to get to 100,000 so badly. And the fact that we are only 30,000 blocks away just is pushing me to just get this done right now because we are so close. Also, I've mined so many diamonds that at this point, they don't even feel rare to find. Anyway, I guess I'll keep mining and see you guys at 80,000 blocks. And there it is. Let's go. We now only have 20,000 blocks left to go. So 100,000 blocks mark, here we come. We are now almost down to the final 1,000 blocks. Are you serious? Okay. Now is not the time. Here we go. We are now only 400 blocks away from hitting 100,000. All of the mining and everything we have done in this video has been leading to this moment. Let's do this. I am so tired of mining deep slate. Let's just get this over with. All right, here we go. Any minute now. Final 10 blocks. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. 100,000 blocks in a straight line has been mined. We have done it. And of course, to make it official, we can't forget the sign. Oh yeah, let's also not forget that I have another 8 shulker boxes completely filled with ores. So I guess it's now time to place all of these ores on top of the ones that we currently have and mine everything with a Fortune 3 pickaxe. So I guess we have to say goodbye to the 100,000 blocks mined milestone and fly 100,000 blocks back down the straight line. This is going to take forever. I have no idea what just happened. Alright, it took absolutely ages, but we have made it back home. So I think it's about time we go ahead and place the rest of our ores. And I mean, we have a lot more to place. So let's go ahead and start by placing down all of the deep slate redstone ore that we have. Let's head all the way up to the top because this pile is literally so giant. And let's get to placing. that is all of the redstone placed. Now, is having too much redstone even a thing? I mean, we have just an absolute ton. All right, next up, we'll go ahead and place all of the lapis. So let's just grab everything we have in our shulker boxes. Now, surprisingly, we don't have a lot of lapis. So placing all of this shouldn't take long. That is all of the lapis placed. So next up, we'll get to placing down all of our iron. Now all of the iron ore's placed, we'll move on to gold ore. And finally, let's go ahead and grab all of our diamond ore and begin placing all of this down. Now, out of all of the ores that we have collected, I am most excited to mine all of the diamonds with our Fortune 3 pickaxe, because I'm kind of interested to see how many diamond beacons we're going to be able to make. So with that being said, let's go ahead and finish placing all of our diamond ore. Alright, so we have now finished placing every single ore that we have collected from mining 100,000 blocks in a straight line. And also, if my calculations are correct, we currently have in total 28,616 ores, which is just a crazy amount of ores. And I now have to mine all of them. So let's do it. But seeing as there is so many ores, it would probably help if I had a haste 2 beacons. So let's move this one over. Just like this, and we'll also make sure to give it haste too. Also, another thing I quickly want to do before we go ahead and mine all of the ores is make a bunch of chests and then place them down so I have somewhere to store all of the things we're going to mine. All right, let's start mining from this side, meaning we are going to begin with mining the redstone. Really quickly, let's make sure we're using our Fortune 3 pickaxe. Okay, we are. Also, to make things easier, I'm going to keep on crafting all of the redstone into redstone blocks. And as we go, we can just store it in our shulker box to make things easier. But apart from that, let's just keep on mining. Alright, it took a while, but we have mined all of the redstone. So let's see how much we've collected in total. So right here, we have one entire double chest completely filled. Next to it, we have another one. And finally, we have almost a half chest of redstone blocks. So in total, pretty much 2.5 double chests filled with redstone blocks, which isn't that bad. Now we're done with the redstone though, let's move on to the lapis. Now mining this is going to give us so much XP. I mean, we're already over level 100 just from mining the redstone. Also, I'll do the exact same thing I did with the redstone and craft all of the lapis into lapis blocks just to make things easier. But apart from that, let's get to mining. Alright, the lapis has been mined. And in total, we got pretty much one entire double chest filled with blocks of lapis. So I think it's safe to say I have pretty much enough lapis to do unlimited enchants. Anyway, let's now head all the way up to the top of the next pile, because it's time to begin mining all of our iron. And boom, just like that, all of the iron has been mined. Now let's put the last few pieces in here and add up how much we have in total. Okay, let's take a look. So we have one double chest filled with iron right here, a second one right here, a third one, and okay, so we have three and a bit double chest completely filled with iron. So we are now down to mining the final 2 piles of ores. Wait a second, I've just realized because mining gold ore doesn't give me XP, my pickaxe is probably gonna break soon. So let's quickly fix up our pickaxe and get back to work. We've mined all of the gold, so let's go ahead and move over all of the gold that we've mined into the double chests. And now that we've done that, let's see how much gold we have in total. So we have one double chest right here, a second one right here, a third one, and okay, so we pretty much have 3.5 double chests completely filled with gold, which is pretty crazy to think about. Anyway, now it is time to mine the pile of diamonds. All of the other ores have been mined, so let's go ahead and do what I am most excited to do, and that is to mine every single piece of diamond ore that we have here with a Fortune 3 pickaxe. Now guys, go ahead and guess how many diamonds you think I'm going to get from this entire pile. I'm going to go ahead and say my guess. I think that we're going to get around 2 double chests completely filled with diamonds. And the reason I think that is because we've not even mined one entire layer and we already have 2 stacks. Anyway, we are now a few layers down of the diamond pile and already we have filled an entire shulker box with diamonds. I think I'm probably going to get a lot more diamonds than I expected. Anyway, let's just keep mining diamonds. So we're getting closer and closer to the bottom of the pile, and we already have 2 entire shulker boxes filled with diamonds, so it's looking like we may fill up more than the double chests that we have here. Anyway, though, let's just keep on going. All of the diamonds have been mined, so let's go ahead and see how many we have collected in total. So let's transfer all of these diamonds into the double chest just like this. And oh my, we have completely run out of space in both chests. I guess we'll have to borrow one of these shulker boxes to put right here and fill that up as well. So in total, the amount of diamonds we have collected from mining 100,000 blocks in a straight line is not only one entire double chest filled with diamonds, not only two entire double chests of diamonds, but two double chests plus the amount that we have in this shulker box right here. And now with all of these diamonds, let's see how many diamond beacons we can make. So yeah, we can make 5 diamond beacons with all of the diamonds we collected. I mean, just take a look at that. We are so rich. Well, technically they're not beacons yet because they are missing the actual beacon itself, but look, that's not the point. The point is we can actually make 5 diamond beacons. That is crazy. Anyway, I think it's safe to say that we aren't going to have to go mining again for a very long time. And I think I can now say I am one of the richest hardcore Minecraft players. Anyway, though, I have a lot of stuff to smelt, so I'll see you guys in the next one.